We like it. I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time, people. As usual, good evening to those in the UK. Good evening to you all over the world. You know, good evening, but good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on who you are and wherever you are, and in terms of how you're viewing this. I hope you're all doing well and safe. Obviously, it's Thursday. I hope you've all had a good week and things like that. On that topic, though, people, please make sure you're hitting the like button. Jimmy, I want to apologize to you, my guy. We've been corresponding through the emails. Literally, I've been trying to get you as a moderator. I've tried the channel ID thing. It didn't work. You know, send me both of those things. And also, I was trying to find your name in the comments because that's another way I'm doing it. Literally, when you lot have commented on my videos and that, like, let's just say Joe Blogs commented on my video, I'll click on his profile and then it will bring me what I need. And it's not working for you, my guy. You're not even coming up when I'm typing in your name on the filter. So either, you know, email me both the things we've been trying to do, my dude, or comment on one of my actual videos that has been posted, not this live. And then obviously I'll do what I just said. So yeah, man. Apologies for that, Jimmy. I need you. You know, I need you in terms of being my moderator. You know your football and all of those sort of things. And like I said, thank you very much for everybody that's tuning in. I see 25 of you in early doors. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. And welcome to the Arsenal versus Olympiacos Europa League Watchalong. As you lot know, it's the second leg. On one hand, I can't lie, I'm very confident to the point where I'm unusually overconfident, people. And I don't want that you lot to be involved in all of that sort of thing, people. So yeah, I feel a bit overconfident. I mean, we won 3-1. On one hand, I think the job is done. We scored some crucial away goals and all of those sort of things, people. We beat Spurs, so that should give the whole squad, even those that didn't play, a bit of motivation, including our captain Aubameyang, who I hope is in the lineup. But at the same time, people, while it feels almost impossible that Olympiacos can come from behind, nothing is impossible in life. And we always have a funny way of making things harder than it needs to be. Even the North London derby, we look worse when we're playing against less players. We're a special sort of team like that. So the job is still there. I might be a bit complacent. I don't want any of these players to be complacent. They need to behave as if they're only winning this tie 1-0 or it's 0-0. We need to keep all of it. We need to win. For me, for obvious reasons, we need to go through to the next round, but also we need to see what sort of form we can sustain. And obviously every victory breeds confidence, and beating Spurs, you know, away from doing what we needed to do against Olympiacos, you know, hopefully we continue in that vein today. And then we look forward tomorrow, folks, towards obviously previewing the Arsenal versus West Ham game that we're playing on Sunday. And obviously the games aren't coming any easier, you know, forgive me if I'm wrong, but we've got West Ham, we've got Liverpool, no order, we've got Chelsea to come. I'm sure we've got Brighton and all of those sort of things. You know, there's tough teams to play at this moment in time. Sheffield United, I'm sure as well, they're doing poor, but they'll turn into Sheffield United of last season. So we need to win. And again, for me personally, you know, our manager, you know, no disrespect to Arteta, but he did say, and I've been, you know, sounding like a broken record, he did say we've learned our lessons from the Olympiacos game on the eve of the Benfica tie just before obviously this round. And I can't lie, based on in whole how we played it over those two legs against Benfica, based on the first leg against Olympiacos, you know, I don't think we have. I want to see a convincing performance. Like if I take the Spurs game in isolation, let's be real, if we get away from the euphoria of the game and winning and the many plus points, and we look at where we need to improve, obviously we should have put the Spurs game to bed within the first 10-20 minutes. If it's the same context as today, can you go out there and do that for us and the fans? Do you get it? Obviously, it goes without saying, towards the end of that game against Spurs, we made it harder than it needs to be. If you start well, please make sure you end well, because too many times we start slowly, end strongly, like against Leicester, or, you know, we start well, like against Spurs, we end it kind of shaky. And even if we go back to Chelsea in that relation. So, yeah, man, obviously, at this period of time, squad depth is more important than ever. So again, you know what we need to do. Europa League, let's not get any complacency, because we're still 10th. We're still relying on hell a lot. If we were to have any hopes of top 4, this is our competition. And I think United are going to beat AC Milan. I sure as hell hope I'm wrong. I hope to God, of course, Dynamo Zagreb can do something against Spurs. Paul, I see you in the comment as well, my guy. Big up yourself. But apologies, you know, I want everyone to go out. I want, you know, Emre's team to go out. We need this competition, innit? It's as simple as that. We need Europe for finances and things. So yeah, that's enough of my waffling. We're going to get into the lineups and those sort of things in a bit. Please make sure the 62 of you that are here so far are hitting those like buttons early doors. And Paul, what are you saying? You said, hope you're good, buddy. Don't know how to send a URL to be a mod. Well, I can't show you, look, because obviously data protection and that some people are bad, man. But without showing you, look, the tab, I'll see if I can actually show a positive example of what I was kind of referring to in relation to Jimmy and that. Hopefully, Paul, if I type your name in on the comments, which you lot can't see, but I can obviously see comments. I try not to read all the comments because you get some. Just the other day, man, I remember I woke up and someone was like, effing black, this and that. I was like, raw, man. What I do, broski? Like, I'm just making YouTube vid. So positive and negative, I try not to read it now because it's getting a bit mad. But let me try typing your name, Paul. As you lot can, well, you can't see, but as you lot see, Paul's name has come up now. If I copy this, copy his URL. Obviously, go into my settings, go into a certain tab, and then obviously scroll a bit down. There's hella guys, man. Shout out to all my moderators as well, man. You know, copy and paste his name. Voila. Not quite yet. His name should come up. What have I done? Oh, well, this is why I don't do tutorial vids, because it's not baggy right now, people. It's meant to, yeah, well, you can't see, but it's meant to come up with his name. Let me try again, because I might be doing a mazza. Hey, man, this ain't how the script's supposed to be. I thought Bish Bash Boss, you'd be a moderator, but not how the game goes. Let me try that again, man. I'm not one to be defeated, man. And I want my guy to be a moderator here. Funny enough, it'll probably work, but here we go. Here we go. Finally, Paul Welford, there you go. His things come up now. Press the save button. Paul, you should be a moderator now. I don't know if you have to refresh the stream, come out and come back in, or however that works, but you are a moderator now. I've actually done that there. So big up yourself, man. Jimmy, appreciate the super chat, man. We'll chat, man. But yeah, send me that moderator thing. And the rest of you, you know, if you're on, you know, don't be stupid. If you know you're not here on a regular basis and I don't know your username, forgive me. But, you know, if you are of that category, please make sure you give me your URL and you hit up my email, people, so I can obviously do that, because the more of you that are there regulating the chat, the less spamming, the less stupidness that is there. So yeah, if you know you're here on a regular basis, make sure you do that. But yeah, back to the game now. I need to focus, man, because like I said, I'm a bit overconfident about this game. Obviously, the talking points in relation to today are probably the fact that Lingard's in the England call up, got an England call up, and all of those sort of things. So yeah, let me actually see what you lot are taking in, people. Obviously, we've got a long way to go before kickoff, people. About just under an hour, 58 minutes, I believe. Liam, I haven't got an email from you, so apologies if you have done that. I'm good, man. I'm in good spirits. I think it's been a good week for me. Again, the engagement levels and all of those sort of things in regards to YouTube are building. You know, slow and steady builds the race. Obviously, we're getting there, man. I've had a decent week, you know. Is what is just getting through it, my guy. Hopefully it continues in a footballing sense. Andy, shout out to you, because you've been in both live streams today so far. And also, I know you said your manager was on you, so don't get fired, my bro. But I appreciate the commitment levels and everybody else in that regards as well. Big up all the Ugandan fans as well. I appreciate the kind messages from you guys. What are you lot saying in relation to the game? Let me know your feelings, your opinions. We'll get into the lineup very shortly. What are you saying? It's a strange feeling, overconfident, but same here. And I mean, you'd imagine even by our standards, we'd have to do a lot to exit this competition, people. Like I said, away goals is your best friend when you benefit from it. And we have. You never know what could happen. Again, you know, Olympiacos, you know, if anyone believes they can beat Arsenal and turn the result around, I know the margins aren't quite the same, but they did it against us. So anything can happen. And again, you know, if you are going out, you've got nothing to lose. So at minimum, you want to at least win the game. You know, obviously, if we lose the game, depending on the scoreline, we still go through. But I don't want none of that. I don't want no cheap mistakes. I don't want no switching off. Again, I haven't looked at the lineup, and I'm hoping there's some rotation there. I hope Saka's not involved. So if you have been given an opportunity ahead of, you know, I don't know, Tierney, Saka, Smith Rowe, anyone that's playing on a regular basis, make sure you take it. Again, I haven't seen the lineup, and I hope to God that I actually hope Lacazette has started. Well, no, sorry, Aubameyang, because of the stuff, but you know, I hope Aubameyang started. I hope Pepe's there. I hope Martinelli started, but I know I ain't gonna count no chickens for the hatch. You know, maybe I'll have egg on my face, but I don't think Martinelli would be there. Again, spoiler alerts. Thoughts on Ceballos in the 10. He can do it, in it. It's not quite my sort of 10. It's not. I'm sure it's not your sort of 10 either. But he's a technical footballer. And based on the last couple of games he's been playing in Europa League, you probably want him further forward and not receiving the ball off his goalie or in that defensive half, really. So, again, you've got an opportunity, go out and show it. I must admit, I still don't know what Ceballos is since he's come to this club. You know, I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's quite a 10, but his strengths are really, if you go in the midfield, kind of give him as much creative freedom in theory as you can. So he could be that 10, quote unquote. I do think he's a bit of a deep line playmaker, but what he showed me is that he's more of a see you next Tuesday than I thought, and he actually likes to try and win the ball back. So I won't go as far as to say he's a ball winning midfielder, but there's elements of it. So I don't quite feel I've figured out or whatever about Ceballos. I'd love for you lot to enlighten me. Like I think I'm still where I was at with Ceballos, really, and in relation to his career at Arsenal. And that I know you're technically good, but like I just said, I haven't really seen much. It's like last season you had periods, but it's not like Arsenal fans were begging you to stay, sort of thing, and it's not like the same this year. You know, I would have thought that would have been said similar. I know it's been early doors for Odegaard, but I don't think we've been at that point with Ceballos where we kind of unanimously agree, or the majority are saying permanent. You know, there's probably a couple guys like myself saying, you know, Odegaard's great, but let's see how it keeps going. But we're all of agreement to keep this guy if possible, even on the loan. Ceballos is still here and there and things. So I don't know what he's really on, man. And like I said, I would have thought I'd see a Real Madrid standard player doing us a favor staying here. That's not me criticizing him. That's just me answering apologies honestly what I'm seeing, people. Come on, team, man. Optimism. He's saying we're not winning the cup, be real, but we'll be pleased if we win. You know, as long as you're in the competition, you have half a chance, man. Do I think we have slim hopes? Of course. Do I think it will be tough? Of course. Do I think it's difficult? Of course. You know, do I think we're winning it? Probably not. But as long as you're in this competition, you have to believe you can go all the way, man. Really and truly. And again, some of you lot are playing for pride. Well, the players are playing for pride because, you know, if you don't, you lot will be a part of a very special bunch of an Arsenal squad. That'll be the first time in my lifetime that I haven't seen Arsenal in Europe in any capacity, or at least in my 25 years old enough to comprehend that. And some of them have been part of the squad for the first time in my lifetime where you've not been in, you've been in the Europa League and not the champs. And sad to say, but there's people even younger than me that don't even know Arsenal winning titles and things. Like when I hear some of you, no disrespect, I won in 2004, I'm like, geez. Some of you are just accustomed to this Emirates nonsense we've been doing, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Please make sure you're hitting those like buttons, people. Please make sure you're hitting those like buttons. But yeah, optimism all the way, my guy. Beanie, I appreciate you. Once again, you was in both live chats. I appreciate you and all the members, them. What are you saying, Theodore? People deluded. I'm back again. Do you know how conscious you lot make me of that phrase and of them words now? I know it's all love, but it's like I'm incredibly self-aware when I'm saying those words now. It's crazy, man. It's mad what it does to you, but it is what it is, man. Dangerous saying when you see this lineup, you know what? Enough talking. Let's get into. Oh gosh. Okay. I think I've seen some shockers already, really, but let's see what's going on, man. Let's get into the lineup. There's 100 of you early birds locked in. Please make sure you're hitting those like buttons, people. Let's see what's going on. Danger, I love you, but on a calm thing, but no funny things, but have to remove your comment there. Anyways, moving on, you know, the man of the moment, the man that's been in the headlines for, you know, should he lose his captaincy? Shouldn't he? Shouldn't be late, this and that. He captains the team, and the best way to show that it's past everybody is score, because everybody says what they want. You know, football, being a footballer is a short time, because I'm not saying he should be captain. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just being devil's advocate here and saying cast your mind. I know football changes quickly, and you can't rely on past laurels, people. But just a couple of months ago, man was saying, yeah, man, he leads by example. He's a different sort of captain. He gets it, stay, boom, 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 this, that, and the other. Bearing in mind, a couple months before that, man was saying to sell Aubameyang, but, you know, he was that. And now we don't need him and all of these sort of things. So make of that what you will. But the best way to put that stuff past you is quite simply to, you know, score goals and give something out to Arsenal, man. Can we have a bit of fun today, really? Because the job isn't done. In a nice way. Team news, though, as you lot can see, people, let's get into it. I mean, the lineup's not that bad initially looking at it. The first thing that actually has my attention, maybe I don't know if it's because of Europa League or whatever, people, but I look at that bench and I see Martinelli, which we'll get into, but Reece Nelson is about in some capacity. He's been doing it under 23s. I'm not gonna lie, man. He looks like he needs an arm around his shoulder at 23's level because he looks like he's a bit disillusioned. And based on the last 2 games, he's been involved in actually 2 faults leading to Arsenal conceding goals. Personally, you know, against Blackburn, more desire in my opinion, but they had a mix-up. He gave away a penalty in the draw against Southampton, where I say draw, it feels like a loss because we were winning 2-0 as a team. So yeah, under 23s have to learn some lessons, but it's nice to see Nelson's about. By that same logic, it's nice to see Nketiah's there. You know, Arteta's always got an ace up his sleeve. I would have thought Odegaard would have been the one to play, if anything, and Smith Rowe rest, because, you know, Smith Rowe's had his own, you know, he's needed rest and he's had knocks and niggles and stuff. And I would have thought, you know what, get the night off. We move for West Ham. You know, I haven't seen what Arteta has said, if he has said anything on Bukayo Saka, and I hope it's a thing where he's recovered over this hamstring thing and we're just not risking it, which I said I'm on. That's the first thing I'm happiest about, because I didn't want Saka involved today, really and truly, because we should have enough in the squad to do it without him. I want him to be fit and play against West Ham. Again, we've got one hand on the next round of this competition. There's enough players there to do the job. Obviously, Arteta's best friend, Willian, is not in the squad for whatever reason. We'll try and delve into that, people. So the bench is what's caught my eyes by first time sort of thing. I knew Cedric wouldn't play. Partey's on the bench. Again, I would have thought Marie would have grabbed the start, Holding potentially as well. Matt Ryan again might have, but you know, we're changing up a bit too much, so we probably were always going to go with Leno. So yeah, man, Lacazette on the bench, it is what it is. Now my attention is to the starting lineup. This is the first time my eyes are being set upon on this. Leno in goal. You know, we knew Bellerin was going to come back into the team, you know, despite Cedric playing quite well in the last game. David Luiz and Gabriel. So again, that implies to me we're trying to do a professional job. So David Luiz, Gabriel and Tierney. You know, based on the way you played against Spurs, if there was no Europa League game, you'd be in my thinking for West Ham. So I hope we can just get through this game, obviously score some more goals and put some more daylight between this tie. And hopefully, in an ideal world, I would say, you know, definitely Tierney. I'd even say Xhaka as well, whether you like Xhaka or not. That man is playing a lot of football and his Arteta's done. So I'd say in an ideal world, we do our job. We do what we need to do. And the Xhakas, the Tierneys, potentially Gabriel and David Luiz, you look to take these man off the pitch and save a bit of juice going into the West Ham game. So, you know, I'm quite cool with that. A first choice back 5, including the keeper of sorts. Ceballos and El Nene with Granit Xhaka. Ceballos clearly, like somebody referred to, is going to get the freedom of the free in midfield. Based, like I said at the start, based on his last 2 Europa League games. Again, I don't mind that further forward. Your mistake should be less critical. I'm playing. El Nene, you've talked about new contracts and things like that. You've spoken about it. Start of the season, Arsenal fans were wetting their panties about you doing that. And, you know, Arsenal are playing up to it, you know, making clips about every touch you've taken about in the United game. You've gone about your business. You know, I think they'll let you run down your deal. You're a cool guy. You do your thing when you get a look in, but even Arteta watered down talk of a new deal and things. And if I'm real with you, El Nene is at Arsenal and playing today, ironically, by accident. We tried to sell him. He ended up going to Besiktas because no one wanted to buy him. So he went on loan. Besiktas said, F that, we're not trying to buy him. So now we've been stuck with him because we've had other movements to do. And I'm not criticizing El Nene. That's just a fact. We have tried to sell my man. If we did what we could, he wouldn't be here. Potentially even Xhaka, based on the stuff he went through. But you know, El Nene, you have an opportunity to show what you're on. And I like El Nene. I'm not overrating him, but, you know, he's a quality player. You saw last week, El Nene and Messi, 6 Ballon d'Ors between the two. Both scored absolute screamers. You know, one made sure his team went through in Europe. The other one went crashing out. I'm not playing agendas here. I'm not saying El Nene is better than Messi, but I think that speaks for itself. No, it's all entertainment. And on a serious note, El Nene has an opportunity to show why you should be getting a look in the team. Because arguably, you know, Xhaka's place is dispensable. There has been times he's been left out, but you'd imagine the outlay spent on Partey, when he gets over these fitness problems, he's playing. You know, you could say it's Xhaka and a partner because he's won every war he's had against every midfielder at this club. Or you could say it's Partey and a partner. So either way, you need to show Mikel Arteta, what you're on. You know, Ceballos, put your name in the headlines for the positive reasons. This is a fan base who, again, wet their pants when you know, was wasting time and doing skills against Burnley or one of them games there. So You're a villain one week. Everybody's a villain one week, a hero the other. So Ceballos, can you put in a performance? El Nene, can you put in a performance? Xhaka, can you put in a performance? Pepe, who, you know, everybody forgets, you know, you played a crucial part in what led to the penalty and the winner ultimately against Spurs. You know, it's a poor goal kick, I believe, from Lloris, something that could have been said all day in that game. You've latched upon it. You've got your head up quickly and played it first time, and it's led to the penalty. Pepe, a bit like Lacazette, I think you've been hard done by in not starting games and playing more minutes. And that's, you know, that's a mark of Pepe's progress, in my opinion, in a sense, people, because he still has his criticisms, but the best thing we're asking now is why isn't he in the team? Let's be real. Even if he was Pepe's strongest fan and you thought Willian wasn't playing well or was, and all the other guys, there was a point Pepe, he didn't really deserve to play beyond us just thinking other men are playing dead. We'd rather see Pepe. Now he's defending better, he's attacking better, he's involved over the whole duration of 90 minutes better. And the best thing we can say now is, why aren't you involved? You know, we're not asking anything more of you at this moment in time. You get what I'm saying? So Pepe, go out and prove that. Aubameyang, you know, go out, score some goals. Everybody loves you again. Smith Rowe, you know what to do. Every player knows what we need to do now. You know, I don't need to bore you lot as fans as to what we need to do to get through. We're through. It's about a professional performance. You know, in an ideal world, a convincing win. You know, starting early, scoring early, putting some more daylight between the two teams, isolated to this 90 minutes, and obviously over the whole two-legged tie. You know, no injuries. Killing off this game, people. Again, in an ideal world, just put this game to bed early goals, you know, clean sheet for me, you know, playing well for the 90, managing the game. And for me, when I look at Tierney, Xhaka, potentially Gabriel, Smith Rowe for definite as well. These are players I don't want to see them play more than an hour, really and truly, because Smith Rowe is definitely in my thinking for West Ham. You know, Xhaka is going to be in Arteta's thinking. You know, Pepe, I think you're good for 90, but I want you against West Ham as well. But I'd say definitely out of the 11, I say Tierney and Smith Rowe, I'd like them hooked if everything goes to plan by the hour mark. Not that I know about fitness and things. That's just me as a fan. So it is what it is. So once again, Leno, Bellerin, David Luiz, Gabriel, Kieran Tierney, Ceballos, El Nene, Granit Xhaka, Pepe, Aubameyang, and Smith Rowe. Subs, you've got Matt Ryan, Arthur Okonkwo, you've got Cedric, Chambers, Holding, Marie, Partey, Odegaard, Reece Nelson, Martinelli, who I wish was playing and starting and whatnot. Like, I'm not being funny, and I'm not criticizing this decision to start Smith Rowe and Arteta. I'm not criticizing, because I think you can do what you want with the squad, especially with the front four, because everybody's doing it right. But it would have been nice to see Martinelli get a little run out today. Substantial minutes, you know. At best, you're hoping for 45 minutes if we score a lot in the first half. You know, I would have liked to have seen Martinelli. I hope to see Nelson get some minutes. You know, I think the time has come probably for Arteta and Arsenal to move on from Eddie Nketiah, but would be nice to see some minutes, because you hear he trains well. He's doing everything asked of him, and I think them things they need to be rewarded of sorts. Ultimately, would have been, you know, it is what it is. Would have liked to have seen a Mario Holding, but again, I'm, you know, there's still a lot to play for. I understand not changing up too much, and again, if I'd understand, I thought one centre half would come in, but I understand definitely not changing both, because Marie's been in and out in terms of games. Holding, you know, was doing his thing earlier and he's lost his place in the team. So no complaints really about the lineup. Really, like I said, Smith Rowe and Tierney, hopefully they play no longer than an hour. Please make sure the 210 of you are hitting the like button. Please check out the pin meshes also. Live reaction after this. Should we get into Olympiacos, people? Hopefully, provided Olympiacos have just done what, you know, I say this, but most teams start showing off and doing these fancy graphics and animations. Shout out to Olympiacos for keeping it trill. It's very much the same formation we saw in the second half at a period against them. And this is what I was saying. You know, I was giving Arteta his props, because you remember that I said on the watch-along in that game, I feel one problem with Arteta is not how he knows how to set up for teams. He knows how to work all week and look at past games and set up. So I think if it was a boxing match, he can go into a boxing match prepared for his opponent, know that he you know, whatever stance he's on, and I know that's a weakness, so let me do this. But I just feel if the boxing match was to go a different way and he did something you didn't expect, I don't feel Arteta always has counteracted that positively, and he struggled. I think he did it well against Jose Mourinho. I think even though we won against Olympiacos, I said it then, I say it again, I think for that period they went free at the back, I think he had no answers. I'm not going to sit here and cap. And I said it in all of the things in that game. Like I said, I was a bit surprised as to literally as soon as they got something in the game, or at a point looked like they switched it to a back four again. And I was thinking that's where their manager could have probably done better. So that three at the back put us under problems. Obviously, with them, I'm sure it's going to be a slightly more attacking back three, also thinking about the threat. You know, MV is not playing in defense this time. I'm sure he will sit in those areas. I'm sure this isn't the most of graphics because Envia probably will be at centre half, and I don't know what will happen, but I'd imagine Holebas is going to be playing more as a out and out left wing back. But we remember last game in it, Kamara was decent. Envia played some dodgy passes, but was all right. El Arabi obviously scored again against us. Socrates, former Gooner, had his bit between his teeth, was on this thing. You know, Sarr, dodgy keeper, made some big saves, but you saw he's suspect. Asked the keeper questions. You know, what I want to see early doors is demoralize the team. You score a couple goals and you don't think psychologically this team won't start thinking, oh, because it's a hard task already. Oh, man, I want to go yard and this and that. You know, rub them out as quickly as possible. You know, football isn't romantic. As much as I'm a fan of Arsene Wenger and I see the romance in football, I believe it is romantic and nostalgic, but I don't want that. I just want a horror movie. I want an onslaught. I want to see just murder in a footballing sense. I want to see I want to see ruthlessness. Like I said, the crucial thing for me is game management and playing well for 90, because, you know, can you go into this game knowing that you kind of more or less are through, still putting in a professional job? And again, as you lot saw, let me leave it on the Arsenal lineup for you guys, because I'm an Arsenal fan and all. You know, there's opportunities out there, and definitely I'd say for the front three right now, and Ceballos, there's competition for places out there right now, you know. Ceballos is playing in that 10 or it'd probably be more of a midfield 3, but doing that sort of stuff, you know. Is it Odegaard, Smith Rowe, or him now? You know, do you go Smith Rowe and Odegaard as a front 3? What ramifications does that have for Lacazette and Aubameyang and Pepe? You know, if you go with Aubameyang through the middle, what happens? Martinelli this, that, and the other. We've got some half decent options there. Would like to see Nelson. Obviously, I don't think, regardless of what he does or doesn't do in this game, it will make a difference as to whether he's going to start playing. But I like the guy, man. I think he's got potential to be a decent player for us. You know, I don't know if he can do what Saka does, but he could be an all right player. Either way, his career's in the balance, man. You got 2 years left. You know, I'm starting to feel maybe you need a different environment, you know, but go and remind people what your quality is. And I will say to Nelson, you know, right now it seems like your stock's falling. There was a point you were starting for whatever reason against Liverpool and Chelsea. I believe I could be wrong, people. But yeah, what are you lot thinking in relation to the game, people? Jay has said, why was I put on timeout? Hey, people, he's my guy. He doesn't spam. Please allow him, you know. Please allow him, you know. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. That's my dude. I don't want to have to start removing moderators. You know, no snitching. I don't expect the moderator to come clean, but I've given him the pass, innit? I don't want to see any of that again. Like Paul is saying, though, there's 206 of you watching. Let's get this to 200 likes. What likes are we actually at, people? You lot are doing the guy dirty, man. We're at 126 likes. Come on, we can pattern up a bit more in that regards, people. How long before kickoff? Quite a bit, really, about half an hour before kickoff, and I need to put my phone on charge, really and truly. But it is where it is. Let me actually put it on charge. One sec, people. There we go. Don't want that dying. I want to see the halftime stats. What's you lot's thoughts in relation to the lineup and all of those sort of things, people? Saka's dad is saying, would have liked to have seen Marie today. Fair play. Peter is saying, Gabby will get 30 today, I'm sure. Frederic is saying, Martinelli with the Foden treatment, he will eventually play as a striker. Ak is saying, hard to see why people didn't want to give Pepe time, but that's just me. Fair play. Andy has said, why does it feel like we are playing a low-level team? Should we be messing around with the lineup? I'd be content with the Spurs lineup, then maybe change in the second half. Well, Saka isn't fit. And to be fair with you, we got to be real. Rotation is a thing. And I do think, regardless of that, with all due respect, Andy, because I don't disagree, not agree with you, I don't disagree with you. There's enough. Let's be real. You know, I hear what you're saying. I agree with that. And I've even said I've got a bit of overconfidence to a degree. But let's be real. Looking at that lineup, that should be enough to get you over both legs and put in a convincing performance, let alone see it through to the end of a 3-1 current lead you have with away goals. If you can't, then, like I said, we've got to ask serious questions of some of these members. And, you know, I'm seeing David Luiz there. I'm seeing Tierney there. A couple of others are with this as well. Even Xhaka to a degree. Professional job. Arteta can only tell you so much. We're only going to get so far as a club if Arteta has to tell you, look, what you need to do. You lot aren't stupid. I'm not stupid. And these players sure as hell, when they want to be, aren't stupid. Manage yourselves. You know what you need to do. You know you don't need to concede goals. You know you don't need any complacency. Players should be policing themselves in that regard. You know, Arteta should just be a reassuring voice, should tell you the tactics. He shouldn't have to tell you why you want to win this, why it's important in the grand scheme of things, what the impact of somehow if they were to turn it around. It's as simple as that. Score predictions. I'm saying 3-1 Arsenal again, you know. I was going to say 2-0 Arsenal. I'm going with 3-1. To be fair, I got the Chelsea, Atletico Madrid result spot on. I'm going with 3-1 again. I think we'll somehow score 3 goals, or I hope we score 3 goals, and I think we'll be silly and concede a little goal. So who knows? Daniel is saying, based on our boring midfield, our goals 0-0 tonight. What do you think? Obviously, I've answered that for you, my dude. Mohammed has said, if Olympiacos score first, they smell blood. And to be fair with you, can we capitalize on any mistakes from Olympiacos? You know, if they're coming out all guns blazing, can you hit them on the counter attack like Chelsea did when Trippier was messing about yesterday, or for their last goal? You know, both them goals came over silly mistakes. John Doe is saying flat midfield 3 with no good progressive passes. Stinkfest incoming. Based on the midfield, you lot aren't excited at all, man. Let's be a bit bullish. We know Nene's going to play safe. Ceballos at best is going to force it and misplace those passes. Xhaka, depending on how much time he gets on the ball, it all depends what happens. Again, Willian has a calf strain, so that's why he's not in the squad. Thanks for enlightening me. I smell a high-scoring game. Hopefully, man. Ringer is saying, looks like we're confident, but not overly confident looking at the lineup. And that's it. You know, let's be real. We're winning 3-1. With that being said, we should be able to rotate a little bit. But, you know, for me, the key thing is you ain't messed around with the back 5. Really, you know, that's the same back, well, excluding Bellerin, it's the same back 5 that was basically there. You know, you've got Xhaka, who's a key part of the team. I'm not being funny. You've got Aubameyang, and you should have, you know, like I said, Aubameyang should be smelling blood. He should be on a 2-pack thing right now. Score a couple of goals and put a positive middle fingers up at your manager and saying, yeah, you rubbed me out against Spurs. Remember, I'm still 30 in it. To the fans as well, saying you shouldn't be captain. Obviously, it is what it is, but there's enough there. Pepe, there's enough there. You know, Smith Rowe, he knows what to do. We love Smith Rowe. And you know me, I'm happy to see these ALN players, man. Smith Rowe, Saka, shout out to you, Nelson, please, man. Patting up that career, man. And there's bare other Haaland players, man. I'm not going to name them all, but you see me doing interviews with them. You see me talking about them. You know, I just want as many academy players to come through as possible. Ceballos masterclass. Hopefully, man. Hopefully there's a high, you know, there's a masterclass from him. I just hope he doesn't make no mistakes defensively. Anderson is saying this midfield is Jose's dream. Stinkfest. Let's have a bit more energy, positivity, man. Let's hope that, you know, Tierney providing the width and Bellerin being Bellerin, you know, they open up some spaces and we find our players, you know, Pepe and Bellerin. I'm keen to see how you two work together. You know, Tierney and Smith Rowe work together quite well when, you know, we're 2 real driving forces as to why we beat Spurs. And you hear the way Tierney talks about Smith Rowe off the field and the way Tierney, both of them speak about each other. You know, it seems like a little bromance is developing. So hopefully that can happen. We went over Martinelli yesterday, my dude. Well, earlier today, apologies, man. But, you know, Arteta said blame him if Martinelli's not playing. So it is what it is. Big up my people, them Talawa TV. And obviously, official confirmation of Antonio joining us now. So I'm not saying we're going to win the World Cup, but we're going to win the World Cup. Moving forward from that and that, all of that stuff. What have you said? These guys shouldn't need a boost. Revenge should be on their minds. And that's it as well. You know, just be heartless. You know, be heartless. You know, if somebody goes low, go lower. Like really remind these lot. Kill the game early on. It's as simple as that. We all know what to expect. Marmadou is saying Olympiacos are going to full attack, hit them on the counter attack. Hear it. I hear it. My man's channel is growing mad. 33.3k. You deserve it. Gee, I don't know if it's growing enough or quick enough, but I appreciate that, my dude. And I appreciate everyone that's doing their bit to keep this thing moving. What's Peter saying? Martinelli hasn't played in months. He's not just going to get thrown in. He'll make a few sub appearances first. Can we get them sub appearances then, doggy? Like, can we get them, Peter? Like, I'm crying for the sub things at this point. Like, I ain't even seen that, man. You know me, I'm a big fan of Martinelli. I don't know what's going on. I feel he's been done a bit dirty, but it is what it is, man. Like you said, the man needs to pattern his fitness. Again, from a sporting decision, as much as I like Martinelli and I think he's one of the real soldiers in this team, you know, all the front three are doing their thing. if at this moment Arteta concedes, whether I agree with it or not, that Martinelli doesn't get in ahead of these lot, again, I'm not condoning Willian ahead of him. I can't really argue it because everyone's doing their job. It's when the team isn't performing and man are not scoring and all these things beyond my personal opinions, I start looking at, okay, cool. Because when you're doing it, when you're doing it, you can't, what can you tell someone? It's like Jose Mourinho over at Spurs, you know? And I'm sure Paul can back this up. When, you know, even the harshest critic of Jose, when you're winning, it don't matter. You can say what you want about the football. When you lose, yeah, football this, that, and the third. Nobody cares about Jose's, at all the clubs he's been to. Very few. There is obviously a small minority, but no one cared when he's winning. No one cares when you're winning. Nobody cared the fact when we was winning with Unai Emery, and it's not just him. Nobody cared that we're turning it around in the second half. But when we're trying to do the substitutes in the second half thing and we're not winning, then man, like, hold on, what's that going on here? Come on. Where's Odegaard? He's on the bench, man. I don't mind that. Like I said, West Ham in mind. I did feel Odegaard would have been the one to play ahead of Smith Rowe. And I know Odegaard can play off the flanks, but I think Smith Rowe doing his job on the left against Spurs is probably what's tipped it in the balance for Arteta, especially what he had with Tierney. And again, you know, that kind of complicates things. It's a bit like Aubameyang when he's pulled out to the left. You know, that further complicates things for people like Nelson, you know, and to a degree Nketiah. Whether you're a striker and another striker is playing, that front four positions, it all correlates differently. And again, I guess with Ceballos playing, also, like I said, with the Smith Rowe on the wing thing, Ceballos coming into the team probably meant Odegaard dropped out. I don't know. That's just my speculation. Max is saying front three could drift about, could cause problems for their defense. Should do. You know, should do. I'd expect Smith Rowe and Tierney to do what they did against Spurs. Obviously, I want Aubameyang to have service. Give Pepe the ball, make something happen. Bro, Pepe, RJ is saying, surely everyone is just hoping Pepe gets a hat-trick and mad assist. Bro, Europa League is Pepe's thing, you know. When it weren't really happening for him, we was allowing him to stat pad in that competition and gassing up the free kicks, take nothing away from it. You know, he's quite prolific in this competition, and hopefully, because it furthers my agenda of saying my man needs to start now. Why is Oba playing? Because he served his suspension. If he played against Spurs and got to the club on time, he'd probably be rested today, and it's probably Lacazette, because Lacazette was supposed to be on the bench. So yeah, he's playing today because a result of his own actions, man. And I hope he's there on time. Can anyone verify Aubameyang is actually in the building, or is he gonna get there at 5:54? Nah, it's all love, man. It is where it is with Aubameyang. CT is saying, salute DG. Comments are a bit too negative at the moment. I smell a 4-1 thing coming up. We are improving after all. Bro, I want to see that as well, man. I want to see that as well. You're saying the same thing I'm saying, man. Bit more energy, bit more confidence. You know it's gonna be a good day if I'm overconfident to a degree, people. You know, saying that. I'm sure you'll probably clip up this and whatnot and whatnot, depending on what happens. But it is what it is. Subway Booming is just saying, just got back from school, tuned in. Well, hey, you're at school and you're saying you're going to do that. Hey, I didn't read all that comment. Hey, I found out the other day what that building means. You know, stay in school, stay with the school thing, brother. But if you did what you needed to do for the day, you know, if that's how you want to relax, do your thing, my guy. What are you saying, Jive? Slow growth is the best growth, my bro. Solid fan base developing here. Facts, man. And I was speaking with Rance earlier about that sort of stuff in that regard. Speaking of Rance, shout out to my guy Rance and shout out to Matisse. Alan is saying, DG, you already know, walk on. Shouts to the show earlier with Rance. You three give a great show, man. Big up yourself. Like I said, thank you very much, Alan, for your positive words. Shout out to Rance and Matisse as well. It is what it is. The sun shining here. It must be a sign. River Wild, I hope you're right. Where are you actually watching from, Carl? I mean, it's getting lighter in the UK, but I don't see no sun. It was raining, but people. So again, should make it that what you will. Lacazette should have started. Always dropped after school. And you know what? It is where it is, innit? I feel you, man. But I do think Arteta has the right to use the squad in the way he wants. And as I said, everybody's performing, so I can't really critique it. Like I said, I'm like you, lot. I always think, you know, I got my own biases. Saka plays every game in fit, you know. I want to see Pepe play so he gets substantial more minutes. But if everything's working, I can have my opinion, but I can't criticize Willian if he's doing his job. All these other options, if they're doing their job. I can sit here and talk about Martinelli, but they're doing their job. Like, it is what it is. And at the same time, if they're doing their job, that's best for the collective. As much as I feel Martinelli, Diaz, Nelson, Dyer, all this other thing, the job is the collective. And as long as we're moving forward, i.e. winning games in theory, that's our collective goal. You know, forget feelings. We need to win games. Now, obviously, there's many things we can talk about Martinelli, but that's just a couple of thoughts in that relation. As you lot know, I still think he should be playing. There's no reason. He's actually a good footballer. You know, I feel he could have done with minutes, especially. It's nice to see Willian and even Pepe to a degree. All these other players, even Aubameyang, turning their form around. But I think Martinelli could have done a bit more with those things. Is what it is. Niko is saying that's a strong team. To be fair, let's not make this game a bottle job. Facts, Niko. You know, I don't think it's a weak team. Like I said, that's enough to put in a convincing performance. You know. It's not that we have another left back in the side, but I would have probably tried to rest Tini because, you know, Tini and Partey you're always a bit scared with, but it is what it is. Jacko is saying the team looks good and Arsenal need to close these guys out early to avoid any surprises like last time. We can all agree, based on the comments, that we need to do a job in it. And for the players, 3-1 didn't happen. It's 0-0. It's the first leg. Play with the same hunger. The results take care of itself. As is saying, thumbnail looks good, graphics improving. Appreciate that, man. I big up my dude as well. Should be a clean sheet today, and we see no mistakes from the players. Facts, amen. Let's speak that all into existence, man. Let's make sure we're rising up the likes. Norbert is saying good luck to Glasgow Rangers tonight. Hey, man, Gerard's doing his thing. You know, they've got couple, you know what, I swear Glenn Kamara's there. They got a couple decent players, so shout out to Rangers, you know. Hopefully they do what they need to do in the competition. Is what it is. What do you think happens with Reece this summer? Well, you got to be wary of drawing conclusions. I think if he's not gonna, you can't have a season like this in it. So you either need to go on loan, leave permanently, or really have a serious talk with Arteta. Where do you see man in this team? Because last season Arteta, and he did say, I told you to go on loan in the summer. Fair enough. Nelson said, all right, man, I'm gonna stay, gonna try fighting this thing. For whatever reason, it ain't happened, innit? So I don't feel you can afford to have another season like this, bro. Man's 21 or doing up to under 23. He's not even shining in that. And that's not me criticizing him. I feel, like I said, my heart bleeds for Nelson. I think he needs an arm around him and a bit of encouragement, and he could play a lot better. At the same time, I'd say this is how real football is. Yeah, it's wavy being with all the Haaland boys, but it's sink or swim. You know, Smith Rowe wasn't quite ready once upon a time, did his little loan thing, and now he's taking the chances when they came. Because it weren't, just a minute ago, we were talking about Smith Rowe going on loan in January. He patterned up. It's as simple as that. He patterned. You know, Saka took his chance. Obviously, everyone develops at different rates. Smith Rowe's a first teamer. He didn't quite take to it like Saka. But at some point, football gets real. It's wavy being with all these Haaland lads and all these things, people, but it gets real. You know, it was wavy Eddie getting 1-2 games and things like that. Now you're not. You know, it's sink or swim, and man, them are sinking. This is, no matter how much I have sympathy for, man, this is how real football is. Was trying, well, I know football has a lot of riches in the game, but they're on the breadline now. You know, you're a good player. That's what's taking you to this point at Arsenal. Now go out and show it. And whether I feel he's hard done by, I feel he could have taken opportunities that other players when they weren't informed could have. It ain't happened. So I have to say, are you doing whatever in training? Should have went out in loan in January. It didn't happen. So he needs to get football, see where you are in this team. I can't imagine too much has changed a year from now because, well, in the summer, that being a year, because, you know, there's still a lot of football to be played. You never know what could happen, but I'd hardly say you've established yourself differently. You look at Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe was kind of like Joe Willock and Nelson and Eddie to it. Not really Eddie, but on the cusp of things. Now he's a genuine option. Eddie had that chance where he was keeping Lacazette and people out the team. He's lost it. Nelson had his, he didn't really have chances, but he didn't take it. I feel what has shagged Reece Nelson, pardon me, is the injury, because he was getting back into fit. He was looking decent. Obviously, I think he played against Rapid Vienna. He was kind of out of sight, out of mind. We've got to be wary on just writing man off because people develop at different rates. And what I feel with Nelson, you know, I would be open to keeping him in the team. I'm open to everything. I hear selling him, sell on clause. If he develops or not, at least you've protected yourself. I hear loaning him out, seeing if, even if he isn't to make it at Arsenal, if he goes on loan and has a better year than now, it can go from 10 million to 20 million. You see it, people. Or fundamentally, we have a team. You know, he has potential. I think he's got ability, but it's about consistency and application. And for whatever reason, it ain't popped off. And man, you know, you're too old for this sort of stuff now. You're not old enough where you need to be the finished article. You need to start making movements. And it's real out there now. You know, you could say it's even kind of overcrowded with a lot of meaty footballers in the front four now. So what happens if Arteta gets his wish, what I believe, in that he wants to buy another striker. You know, it all depends what happens. I still think he can do a thing, but it is what it is. And you're right, he was doing bits. Apologies, people. I think that was a decent one for Nelson there. So should we say 40, 43 Nelson, or like 42? I could get clipped up for one of them for you lot people. There we was. I was a bit on the road there. You can see I'm talking from my heart there with Reece Nelson, but it is what it is. Moving back to the Arsenal 11 people, there you lot have it. How long before kickoff? 20 minutes exactly before kickoff in this second leg. Please make sure you hit the like button. Mods, please pattern up any spamming nonsense. What's your prediction? Once again, I said 3-1 Arsenal. My guy Noah, don't ruin it, my guy. Don't ruin it, man. Liam is saying, what's your expectations for this season? What, with Arsenal? Based on the mentality of this team over a consistent basis, they can't do what I'm on, because I'm on trying to achieve the impossible. I know top 4 is out of reach, but I feel if the mentality was different, you could make a real meal of this. As much as I feel, you know, beating Spurs, coming from behind in Europa, all of this, it's inconsistency, you know. Are we going to get generally against West Ham? Is it going to be the Arsenal against Burnley or the one against Spurs? I don't know what you're on. And even in that Spurs game, first and second half, it was a bit dodgy. So, I don't know. My expectations is now just to finish as high as you can in it. Try and improve on 8th. You know, try and finish as high as you can. Try and get to the final. You know, if I had the team in the image I want, and we're in this, I'd say, Europa League final, and making a real meal of top 4, making it as just ultimately just pushing the other team, just finishing as high. That's all we can. So, and it's difficult, Liam, because I always say to you guys, you know, sadly, as much as I like my club, expectations or expecting Arsenal in the same sentence for me isn't something I can frequently say. So it is what it is, man, in that regards. Like Liam has said, man, you know, like Liam, where's Liam's other comment? Liam, your other comment's gone. But like Paul has said, on a different note, please allow the spamming thing, man. Please, like moderators, man. Especially when it's guys you don't know, you know, because moderators, let's be real, we've got a community here. We know who's here on a regular basis. Nonsense, let's get it patterned up, man. Swear down. Some people say it's fixed, some people say it's broken. I'll get on to that, but clearly I can't do that this game, my guy, man. To be fair, I don't know if you lot film my written content or not, and it's something I need to do a bit more for to be honest with you. It is what it is. Can we get this to 250 likes as well, people? Let me see where we are at in terms of likes. We're at 1. Whoa, no, we're at 211. Fair, swear down. We're doing all right, people. And there's 283 in here. There's some of you that aren't saluting the thing, so make sure you are. Bringing back the lineup for you guys. You know, we've been on the Arsenal one for a minute. Should we switch it up and go back to Olympiacos quickly? You know, allow you lot to take in Olympiacos' team and those sort of things there, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Get your comments in as well, people. Hey, Aiden, I appreciate that. Watching the progress of this channel makes me smile. I appreciate that, my guys. Comments like that keep it going. You see, sometimes where, you know, let's be real. I don't think what I feel people don't comprehend just how long, like, making the vid is one thing, but the things that go into it, like, you know, to make a 20 odd minute max loan report. Do you know how much 90-minute games I've got to watch sometimes twice a week, extended highlights, try to find some statistics, some talking points surrounding these players and whatnot. It's time. So I'm not criticizing that. Nobody chose to do that but me. So I can't complain. But at the same time, when you do all of that, and then I see people comment like, oh, I've been looking forward to this all week, or yeah, man, this and that, and all those sort of comments, it makes it worth it, man. So comments like you're saying, my dude, I appreciate that, man. I'm appreciative of all the support. What have you said? What music do you listen to? Everything, man. I love me a dancehall. I love me a reggae. Man said reggae. I'm sounding like one of them UB40 dons. Reggae, dancehall, drill, you know, UK drill, US drill. I'm all on that, you know. I'll listen to an R&B, but I ain't really trying to hear that lovey-dovey stuff in my ears. I'll be real with you lot, man. So typically, you know, the drill, rap, the normal stuff, man, that we're all taking in, man. Right now, I've just been on that sort of pain rap, so UK pain rap. So it's all just been Rimsey, Pot of Paper, these sort of guys at this moment in time. 25, man. Saying that, I'm sure you all saw against Nantes, where Nantes, say apologies, and Mbappe was at fault for one of the goals. He's played a stupid square pass. Come on, big up all the YouTube grinders like yourself, broski. man said country. But I ain't really trying to hear all of that, man. I ain't trying to hit soccer as well. Come on, man. Like, you know me. Come on, man. They better let Carnival on this year, man. They can't let it, even though it might be a madness. Man said I got myself 24 beers for tonight's football fest. Hey, make sure you see out the whole night, and it all depends what beer that is. You know, if it's not Red Stripe, then I don't know. Are you getting K's and that, my guy? If that's K's, I'm scared of you. I'm scared of anyone that drinks K's and them scumbag juices and that, man. You lot scare me. Like I see you sometimes in the comments. Anderson has said, why do you think people in the media don't gas Gabriel like they do for Fana? Because he's one of the best young centre-backs in the league, or is it the Arsenal tax? You've answered the question. It's the Arsenal tax. You know, people say, oh, Arsenal fans overrate players. They do. Arsenal fans get excited. You know, 1 minute Nelson's the Messiah and then he's not. But what other people don't do it? You know, it's taken a while for people to take in Bukayo Saka. But when it's other guys, you see what I'm saying? And it's true with Gabriel. But it's Arsenal tax. Either way, I don't really care. With all due respect, man, you know, don't let them gas them. From we know they're good players. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, all that matters is winning games. As long as Gabriel does it on a football field, forget the accolades, man. JR said, when are we going to get an unbiased show? It'll be good to hear your wider footballing knowledge about football. I do little videos here and there about neutral topics. And, you know, in the meantime, shameless plug, make sure you're checking out the Deluded podcast. Next episode on Friday. That's where you probably would say you hear my wider knowledge. Shout out to everyone who's taking that in on Spotify, Apple, and all the other streaming stuff. Typically comes out on a Monday or Friday and Friday. But as you've seen, you know, Premier League football is typically falling on a Monday. And I like to know something about all of it, so I've been waiting on the Tuesday. So until then, take that in. But that's something I'll definitely get on, man. You know, it's mad, obviously, name's DG and that, and I do Arsenal, but it's not that I don't enjoy Arsenal content. I like football in general. Like, it's not that these live streams aren't enjoyable, but I've really enjoyed doing the Champions League ones and things that are irrelevant from Arsenal, because whatever the hell, simply put, whatever the hell happens in that game, it's got nothing to do with me, people. It's 5:41 over in the UK, just over 10 minutes or so before the game kicks off. Obviously, it's not 10 minutes, you know, it's just over, so that covers me. You know me, I'm dead at maths. But JR, definitely get on that if that's what you want to see, man. You know, definitely get on that sort of stuff. For diversifying content and stuff. Bro, RP, bro, remember the days Envia was linked to Arsenal? Bro, he's an Arsenal player. At this point, he might as well get testimonial, you know, testimonial. You know how many articles I used to see? Oh, he's moving to Arsenal, it's happened, the medical's there and that. You know, journalists must have made a fortune of just recycling that same story over and over and over again. Don't I appreciate that, man? I appreciate that. Come on, let's keep pushing that up, man. Euros content. Yeah, why not, man? You know, you have to do something in the summer, innit? Why not, man? Why not? Why not? My dream is Jamaica making 2022 World Cup and me being able to speak about it with you guys and do similar content. That would be my dream. But yeah, we'll do up the Euros. Why not, man? It's not like there's anything else to do in the summer. Is what it is. Video, bro. Yeah, you'll get that. You'll get that. You'll get that. Either a video or me touching on it. You'll get that. You'll get that. I'll probably touch on that the most in my podcast tomorrow, because, you know, it's a good time filler, really. I'll be real, but it is what it is. Maitland-Niles wants to be a midfielder. I know you can say what you want about England's midfield, but you're not getting in their midfield. You know, you did your thing at fullback. You got to look in, and there's been injuries there. Trent's been dropped. Again, you say what you want about Maitland, but if you was on this right back thing, you might be in there. You're not getting in England in midfield at this current moment in time. Simple as that. Like I said, discovered the pod a couple days ago, gonna be listening weekly. I guess that's my fault. I don't feel I've been plugging it enough. Like, even on, you know, when you go to the about page on my channel, you know, you've got all my other socials. You didn't have the Spotify. So again, I'm playing catch up in that regards. And something I'm learning now just by speaking with people and things is, you know, the numbers got to try correlate. Like for me, one of my biggest goal of this year is actually to get 10K on Instagram, just because I feel like a reborn, man. Like, I'm also in link in the bar. I want to say the swipe up. I know it's childish, but I want to be able to do the swipe up thing. So if you are not following me on Instagram, let's get that one there, man. I think I don't even know the number of people, but do what you can to get a guy to 10K, man. I appreciate that, man. I love all the support you guys give me, bro. Man's moving mad with 24Ks and that. He's moving mad. Jaden, like you said, listen to the podcast. AFC said, do you rate Edu as a sporting director? Right now, the jury's out. I'm going to keep it true because I'm sure he's done more than we give him credit for. I'm sure he's probably not done enough. Obviously, I'm not sure, man, because for me, you've got to address this. And I'm not asking you to do all the business in the summer because I don't think we can. But if we go into next summer without us stopping talking about who is going to be right back, you can see 3 right backs in this side, people, and none of them have really nailed it down. If you haven't got genuine midfield options, if there isn't some uncertainty over players gone, then it's going to be the same. And again, fair enough, we didn't do what we needed to do in the summer, but the minute the October transfer window closed, we should be knowing who is going to be this 8 or what we're doing in the team. So he's going to have to pull it out. And I really want to see direction as a club, because I don't feel, not that we don't have a DNA. I know we're trying to do this youngster thing, but even looking at that team, you don't see the sort of philosophy or whatever we're trying to do as a football club, really and truly. At times it just feels like our recruitment is just signing people who having standout seasons and whatnot. So I want to see a proactive plan. I don't think last summer was proactive, in my opinion. Proactive isn't waiting to the last day of the season to buy Partey. You've given him less time to integrate into life in England, let alone playing for us. We all know we tried to play chicken over that release clause. It didn't bang, so we had to activate it. If some buts don't mean facts, but if Partey doesn't have a release clause, I don't think he's an Arsenal player. And that's the thing, good players typically aren't available. You have to make them available. Too many times we've signed players, it feels like they've got one foot out the door and things like that. Now, that's not always the case. Obviously, you have situations like Lille where we've signed Pepe, and I'd say a better example, because he's genuinely had a better impact relative at this moment in time in Gabriel. They are, with respect, selling clubs. Fair enough. I'd say Tierney's one, because Celtic had no intention of selling him and we did what we needed to do. But the rest of that, half of these players had one foot out the door, really and truly. Generally not related to this lineup necessarily, bro. Man that drink White Lightning are scary. I don't get blocked. If you say you don't rate soccer, get out of here. And I don't want to see you at Carnival. Listen, I'm all for integration and all those sort of things, but it's jarring me going to Carnival and hearing anything less than even dancehall shouldn't even be played at soccer. Played at Carnival. But if anything that's less than soca, dancehall and similar sort of things, calypso and those sort of things, I don't want to hear it at Carnival, respectfully. I'm Afrobeats, man, but I don't want to hear it really and truly. I damn well don't want to hear drill music and them thing there. What is Carnival becoming? Like I said, I love UK music, but I don't want to hear that at Carnival. What's all that about? Yeah, I listen to all of that still. I listen to all of that. Up to you lot, man. I appreciate the engagement levels, man. You lot make it worthwhile. Ultimately, you lot make it worthwhile coming here, people, because it's nice to know you lot are taking man in. Come on, man. That would be a dream. That would be a dream. I don't know how the green screen would work, because I actually can't. More time, I can't even wear my Jamaica jersey because it's yellow in it, and obviously yellow and green's gonna collapse the thing. Can't even wear my Jamaica flag on my neck because of that. But it is where it is. Come on, man. Not even necessarily that. It's just good vibes, man. Like, there's a time and a place for all sorts of music. But listen, Carnival's becoming a bit too mad. And even Carnival's becoming a bit too mad anyways, because people can't behave themselves for a variety of reasons and make it uncomfortable for people, particularly women at times, to go there because people can't behave themselves. Like, I love Notting Hill Carnival, but I understand if people rub that out, man. I love Nines as well. Come on, man. Do you know how many times there'll be... You see the days like it was less live streams and more bare videos. Do you know how many times I used to just listen to Nines and Blade Brown and we'll be here, feel like you're in the trap house and that? What's Carnival, bro? A Mazzolini, isn't it? I googled the real definition, but a Mazzolini, good time, good vibes, good people, and all of those sort of things, man. Nothing better than the sun shining, people enjoying Ray and Neff and certain cigarettes in other hands and just enjoying and things like that. Sorry, I should... let's keep PG. I got a brand and that management's going to draw me out. I know you're listening, but yeah. Less than that, the better, people. 246 of you locked in. Please make sure you hit the like button, man. You're streaming for the draw tomorrow. I had no plans on that, but what time is that UK time, bro? I'll try and incorporate if possible. Jamaica, bro. I can't lie to you. Let me not sit here and cap. Come on, man. Like, come on, broski. I'm neither, and a lot of us British, I'd say everyone really. I'd say black Caribbean, black African. Again, I'm not Asian, but I'd say British Asian. I can't really talk on that, but I would say everyone that's born in England of of other heritage. You're in this unique place, and that no matter how, how much you might love your culture, you're not quite there, and you're not quite English as much as you've lived here. You're either of the two. You don't really. It's not that you don't identify as one. You're not really anything, people. It's quite sad, really. But JA, man, come on, man, come on, man, JA, the hell. I'll support the man them that play for it, that choose to play for England, but JA, man. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to Canada, but that one there's a madness. It's not just daggering and them things there, my guy. It's just good vibes. And you know what? You're gonna tell your girl she can't go carnival. Come on, man. What's wrong with you guys? You can't tell. I can tell someone you can't go somewhere. Pattern that Peter up. Pattern that up, man. Pattern that up. Whatever you said. Hey, Q8 people in the building. I appreciate that. I'm good, my guy. I'm good, my guy. I'm very good. Bro, T is saying it's 4 a.m. in Australia. This second leg better not be a repeat of last season. Boy, I don't know what to say, man. 4 a.m. and I'm sure you got work in a couple hours as well. So, like, I hope for your sake and everyone else's, simply put, there's no messing about. We're 5 minutes from kickoff, people. 252 of you in here. Please make sure that correlates to like buttons, people. JR said, you make me so proud to be Trinidadian hearing you talk about soccer at Carnival. Yeah, big up all the fellow West Indian people here, wherever you're from, you know. Like, it's what it is. You know, carnivals, I love carnival, but it just feels like freedom, really. And I guess there's obviously, that's where it's kind of started, you know, the slaves wanted their own sort of thing. So maybe it's some ancestral thing, man. Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't talk for Asians, but I could assume that, you know, I don't know. Let's just say I had a friend who happened to be Indian and like born here, you know, and his mum might be Indian, his family's obviously Indian and all those sort of things, you know, his culture is Indian. When he's in that household, he's Indian, you know, I'm pretty sure he's Indian on the roads, but same way he's born in England and that. So I don't know, but I'd imagine it must be the same. Did they see him as Indian? Like, did the Indians see him as fully Indian? You know, the British sure as hell don't see him as fully British, you know, out sure as hell, you know, because it's funny. So always go back to your country like you weren't born in. Big up to you, Paul. So again, you know, it's a difficult one, man. It's a really difficult one. 5 minutes until kickoff, people. Again, you can all see the lineup. Let me switch to Olympiacos. In fact, let me not switch to Olympiacos. Yeah, you saw correctly, Mickey. Let me quickly go through this tab, you know, courtesy of Arsenal.com, looking at the stats. Obviously, my man El Nene can lightning strike twice and he scores a madness in this game. But quickly going through the stats, people, we have progressed from 5 of our last 6 Europa League knockout ties where we won the first leg. The only failure, however, came last season against Olympiacos. You know, Olympiacos have played 18 away games against English opposition in Europe, winning twice and drawing once while losing 15 games, people. We haven't lost each of our previous home games against Olympiacos. Apologies. Sorry, we have lost, but we've never lost 3 consecutive home matches against an opponent in Europe. So again, don't be part of negative history, people. It's as simple as that. You know, El Arabi is looking to score in 3 consecutive Europa League meetings with us. Again, if lightning strikes for a 3rd time, then you're just choosing to get hit by lightning at this point. Even the 2nd time, really. You know, if you stand in the same place and it licks you, that's your problem. But hopefully Aubameyang can score again and shut people up. Aubameyang has scored in each of his last 3 home games in Europe. The last Arsenal player to score in 4 consecutive home European matches was Robin van Pagen in September 2009. In fact, let me not call him Robin van Pagen, like I didn't get a picture of him when I saw him in Central at work one day. You know, that'd be a hypocrite. He's still a pagan, but you're Van Persie, innit? Looking at team news, obviously, no disrespect to my Greek viewers, but, you know, apart from Papadopoulos and Semed, Verosai, forgive me for any mispronunciations, but them man are out for this game. Saka's allegedly being assessed. I'm keen to see what Arteta is saying. Arteta said, from what I've seen from Olympiacos and the amount of games they have won in the final minutes and the belief that they have, it will be tough and they will try to put us under real pressure. So there we have it, people. So that's them statistics. Them, as you lot can, well, Olympiacos, man, you lot getting sick of the Arsenal one. As you lot can see, Sarr, Bar, Socrates, Holebas, Androsos, number 45, Kamara, Envia, number 19, El Arabi, number 7. Again, big up all of them. I mean, no disrespect, but again, you know, I can't pronounce them things there. So that's their starting lineup, starting 11, their starting lineup. Looking at Arsenal, you got Leno, Bellerin, David Luiz, Gabriel, Tierney, Ceballos, El Nene, and Xhaka. Pepe, Aubameyang, and Smith Rowe. And like you can see, couple, a Martinelli, still no substantial minutes. So it is what it is. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. 6 minutes until, well, a man said 6 minutes. I thought it was at 6 o'clock. I'm not made for Europa League. There's a minute until kickoff. I'm capping, people. Bro, do you know what? Lacazette and Martial both probably punching to be involved in the England thing at all. 282 likes. Let's keep running that one up, man. Let's keep running that one up. Keep going, man. I'm good, my guy, and I hope you're good. We're about to kick off. It has kicked off. Olympiacos versus Arsenal, the second leg. We're about to see it, people. You know what? I'll leave the line up for you because I know some of you are probably just tuning in from work. So I'll leave that up here for a couple of moments. But yeah, 13 seconds into this game, people. As we know, it's the second leg. Simply put, professional job. Olympiacos have given possession back to Arsenal, and Ceballos and Pepe can break. Pepe gives it to Aubameyang. Raw. Pepe, what touch was that? Raw. Pepe took one hefty touch, and the play is broken down. Good tackle from Ceballos, and again, Ceballos, I want to see a good performance in you. Yeah, he is trending, man. You know how people are, man. You know how people are. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Keep your predictions and questions and all of those things rolling in. You know how people stay, man. You know what? Facts is Martinelli's not playing in it, so we just have to suck it up, innit? Pause. As you lot can see, people, 57 minutes into the game, Pedro Martins is vocal from the start to his Olympiacos players. And, if they are to make a comeback, then it's a soldier thing. They need to look around and see the army general, which in theory is the manager, riding with them, and that can give them an extra boost. And it's games like this for both teams, obviously due to what's going on globally, the extra special factor in the fans not being there has taken the sting out of the games. David Luiz played an absolutely delicious pass to Aubameyang. Aubameyang laid it off and the chance died. It's a minute and 27 seconds into this clash, people. And Olympiacos are giving the ball away quite a lot, and so are we, man. It's very scrappy so far right now. I'm going to give people a discount because it's the first couple of minutes, but pardon me, the touches are very heavy. Tierney in possession, people. Where's the options for him? Goes backwards to Gabriel. Happy people, remember Gabriel's the best centre-half at this football club. Don't make me look stupid for that. Gives the ball away, though. Fortunately, it's still with Arsenal. Both teams, in fact, need to settle. It's quite scrappy. It's the first time I don't mind it, and then they passing sideways. Does exactly that, finds Gabriel. Gabriel finds his centre-half teammate in David Luiz. David Luiz plays it to Ceballos. Ceballos to El Nene first time. Good play from us. Good ball from El Nene. Smith Rowe keeps in possession. Xhaka out to that left-hand side against Tierney. I talked too soon because it didn't give Tierney a chance there. But I don't mind that. First decent bit of play. And again, Olympiacos are giving it back to us. If we can just calm down here, we could do a thing, man. Fair enough, Paul. 2 minutes and 43 seconds into this clash, people. 0-0 between the two sides. Arsenal, as you know, are winning 3-1 on aggregate. To be fair, it's 3 minutes odd into the game right now. Well, I say that it's 2 minutes 54, so it's not. But let's let them settle. It looks, as you can see, they're playing a back three. There's no any space. There's not really any space. It's going to need to be a day where we're going to need to do that bit extra. And one thing I'm liking, look where Smith Rowe is, people. Look at the half spaces he's in. If we can just do things in 2 touches or less, there's things open. El Nene, do you know what? I don't mind that. He's tried to find the ball to Aubameyang, but the application, quite frankly, is terrible. And Olympiacos are in possession, people. For Olympiacos, I think they're gifting it back to Arsenal a bit too much. They need to calm down. I did think Holebas would play more as a left wing back. I don't know why, but he's playing as a member of the actual back three. Socrates, the former Arsenal player, in possession, and he's giving it to Holebas. Hopefully, Socrates forgets what team he's playing for. Socrates in possession. Has Aubameyang, his former teammate at 2 clubs, chasing him. Sarr, for no reasons, played a careless ball, and Arsenal again have got possession in Olympiacos' half. Smith Rowe, can you line up a shot? Took too long, and it's ricocheted off the Olympiacos, man, and it's probably taken one of Smith Rowe's teeth out there. It looks like it licked him in his face there. I'm pretty sure pretty boy Smith Rowe lost a tooth there, really, but he'll be all right. That looked like a painful one. One of the worst football feelings I'd say in football for me is that when someone steps on your toe. You know when it's cold and you're playing Sunday League and the balls hit like the skin of your thigh, like the actual skin, I'd say that. And I'm not gonna lie, people, when the ball hits you in your balls, it's pause. It's not the nicest of feelings. And Smith Rowe's gonna be a bit dazed. Hopefully, it's nothing serious, but I'm pretty sure he lost a tooth there, man. You know, maybe that was because that's a lesson for Smith Rowe to shoot. Jason has said, big up DG and the DG Nation. Looking at the team, and it looks half decent. Predicted 2-0 win. Bro, he ate that. He ate that. Kalast. He'll be good, though. Come on, Smith Rowe, man. Soldier that, hold that. They are painful. You do become a bit dazed. It's one of them, probably his eyes probably all watering and that. It's all a bit mad, but he'll live, man. Did it strike him on his nose or anything? Because, you know, you can get a nosebleed and all them sort of things there. It'll be good to go again, man. It's just unfortunate. But maybe he could learn a lesson there. I believe he hesitated to shoot there. He didn't hesitate against Spurs. He hit the crossbar. Don't hesitate. Bark it off, Smith Rowe. You got the ability and you've got all us behind you. 5 minutes and 30 seconds into this clash is still 0-0. Game's been stopped for a hot second now because Smith Rowe's obviously receiving treatment due to the madness that happened to him. But his head got taken off. He's sniping himself. But it's good to go, man. Smith Rowe, I promise you still look the same. You know, your girlfriend ain't gonna leave you. Pretty boy Smith Rowe, you'll be all right after this, man. Hopefully he is all right because we need him on this football field. He's come off, and I think more than anything, he's probably dazed. He's probably still a bit blind. He's touching up his nose, so I do think it smacked up his nose. If it's of any consolation, Socrates is collapsed as well. Socrates is collapsed from different reasons. I don't know what's wrong with Smith Rowe now. He looks good in my opinion. Yeah, I think that bust his mouth or something. His mouth's bleeding or whatever. But he'll live. He'll live. And players finally restarted with Olympiacos, people. 6 minutes and 27 seconds in. Yeah, back to full screen mode, people. Back to full screen mode. Anderson, I appreciate you for reminding me on that. Bro, wouldn't you if you're an Arsenal player and everybody loves you and, you know, you're a decent looking chap, pause, let's be real, you know, wouldn't you? I do that. I love touching up my hair and stuff. I'm a good guy, you know, even though my hair's looking a bit mad right now, I'm still pretty, you know. But yeah, he's good to go, man. He's good to go. Smith Rowe got a big future. I want Smith Rowe to when Smith Rowe becomes a bit more nasty and demanding, he's gonna be a monster on this field. Pepe in possession, finds Ceballos. Ceballos does well. Ceballos in I won't say unusual role, but definitely at Arsenal, he ain't done that too many times. Xhaka has found Aubameyang, who's peeled out to this left-hand side. Aubameyang's absolutely clattered from Bar, but he gets up and he holds it. Bar's done quite well there. I can't lie, Bar's done very well. Man on a mission, nullified the threat of Aubameyang out there, and it is what it is. Hey, do that, my guy. I'm little lip boss again. Good to go, man. Nothing wrong with that. Look at him, Smith Rowe back out there. None of it. You know, if you score a goal, suddenly all that pain goes away, man. El Nene in possession, sideways to Gabriel. Gabriel in possession, best centre half at this football club. Please don't make that look silly. El Nene forward pass this time to Xhaka. Xhaka's had the freedom of the city to pick out these passes. He's found Tierney. Tierney's header isn't good enough. And Bar will just make sure Smith Rowe doesn't do anything. Saying that, you know, it was a poor pass from Bar and he's lucky Tierney can't latch onto it. Come on, man. What's wrong with this guy, bro? Man said, take my hat off. My headpiece is a mess. Why you want to see that? You're a bit mad. If your girl asks me, I do it, but I ain't doing that for no man. It's all love though. Anyways, 0-0 people, 8 minutes and 25 seconds in. I'm finding it's always weird how I always find myself saying did it a minute and this second. I always find 25 seconds seems to be me. Olympiacos have settled down a little bit and the keeper's thrown it to Holibas. And again, for Holibas, he needs to go forward. He's found Kamara though. Bro, you're good, Tino, man. But these last couple of days, you've been moving a bit mad still. Calm down, my guy. You know, if that's what you're, you know, you're allowed to do you in it, but allow that, man. Anyways, people, Olympiacos in possession. 9 minutes into this clash, is still 0-0. I think Kamara's a decent little player, but he's had a heady touch. If you want Pepe's shirt, just ask him. You know, Oleg's pulling Pepe's shirt. Maybe he wants his number. Maybe he's on a Tino thing. But anyways, people, it's amounted to nothing for them, and we'll get this free kick. Again, you know, so far, 10 minutes into this clash, want to see us settle a bit more, want to see us put our foothold on this game a bit more. El Nene's tried to find Smith Rowe and it hasn't worked, but Arsenal are now dispossessed from possession. And like I said, it's been a very scrappy start. Very scrappy start. It seems Olympiacos are a bit clueless, but it's been a very scrappy start from us, people. Let me make sure I don't forget that. Olympiacos on his right-hand side. Decent ball in. El Nene gets his head onto it. Tierney hooks it clear. And Olympiacos will have a throw in and there's nobody up there, really. Come on, man. It's all cool, man. It's all banter, man. Tino, you're my guy. I like people like you, man. It's a little banter thing. It's calm, man. Man said he thought the game was at 8 a.m. But what loud packs you been on? You almost shagged yourself, but love that you made it nonetheless. And like he says, big up all the members. Them. What's the, hey, my guy? What's wrong? You said Sabas is a weird one. Fake passion. I don't trust the lad. Why don't you trust him? He finesse you. Calm down, man. Let me know on a serious note. But I wouldn't say it's passion, it's fake passion. I think he's got that between him, man. He seems one of them guys that are just turned up for no reason. He's beefed his own teammates. Leno and Gabriel have dealt with the threat from Olympiacos. Xhaka in possession. That was a dead pass from Xhaka, and he forces Gabriel to just hook it forward. And again, needlessly giving it away. It's hardly been the performance I'd expect in that we're controlling the game. I won't say Olympiacos are, but you know, it's moving mad. What am I drinking? AU vodka and it was AU vodka and some ice and some lemonade. So Bios in possession, people. Nothing, you know, they're playing free at the back. There isn't too much space and we're not getting enough bodies forward. You know, Bellerin's almost playing like a narrow right winger. You know, Bellerin don't want to overlap, as you can see. And what has David Luiz told him, as I've said, that get wide. He's not doing it. And then he's tried to find Pepe dead. You know, good idea, but it's dead. You know, I don't understand that. Bellerin, you should be wide as well. You're allowed to believe that. You're allowed to believe that. You know, if you think El Arabi's going to score 3. Be careful about wishing evil on people, though, because it has a funny way of coming back to you. But, you know, you're allowed to believe that, you know, if you want banter purposes, if you want a bit of a different reaction from me, you're allowed to think that. 11 minutes and 54 seconds, people. Been nothing really to comment from Arsenal. We've tried the balls over to the left-hand side. It's worked with Tierney, but Tierney's been blocked here. I can't lie. One thing I like about Tierney, I can't lie. I think he makes a meal of it when he gets clamped sometimes, and it's worked here because we've got a free kick. I thought there was nothing in that. I can't lie. I'm lying. I lie, people. He's clothesline still. And I can't lie to you lot. My sandwich was staring me in the face. But 12 minutes and 35 seconds into this is still 0-0. Arsenal have a free kick in a dangerous position. Hopefully, this is our first goal. And I'm looking at Gabriel and David Luiz in particular because these two, for Arsenal in a good way, are con men. You know, I think we work on stuff in the training ground and them two are central to it. Ceballos and Pepe over it. Pepe jumps over it. Ceballos to take. Meaty. It's put into a good area, but it's meaty. There's no Arsenal guys there around, man. Hey, big up my guy Nathan Waters. He said he's back again after last night. I'm decent. I think everybody else is decent as well. Big up Otis, watching from Ivory Coast. You know, I don't think I've quite seen that someone say they're from Ivory Coast. So big up yourself for that, man. Chicken and sweet corn still. Based on the way you're moving, I know you eat pork and that. I definitely did that, man. I did that. I did that ASAP, man. Did that ASAP. But anyone who would do that, they're on a funny man thing. 13 minutes and 33 seconds in. Olympiacos, Holibas of Olympiacos in possession. The press seems to be working, and we should be winning the ball there. Can't lie, Olympiacos are lucky to get out there. It's here on the left-hand side. Again, hardly put them under pressure. They've hardly done anything, but it is what it is. It was staring at me. It was staring at me. I had to. Big up Ethiopia. Big up Uganda. Africa is in the building. But I was hungry, man. I don't eat the crust, but yeah, it's staring me in my face, man. There's like 2 bites left. I had to do it. I had to, man. It's a long day when you stream. And to be fair, I haven't had too much to eat today. There's been way too much. There's not been time to do that, which sounds mad. But anyways, 14 minutes and 13 seconds in. It's still 0-0. Olympiacos are being allowed to settle now. You know, Holibas is in possession. We're allowing them to settle. It's annoying me a bit now. Passing not as crisp. Not being threatened. But we're not controlling. No, fun. It is all in their half, to be fair. I'll give him that. Hey, you had to. Rah, AM, you're moving mad, man. I can't be eating that. I can't lie, jerk pork bangs, but I can't lie, man. Astaghfirullah, man. You can't be yamming that. Smith Rowe in possession, people. Xhaka, 15 minutes in, we've got the ball in a decent area, but again, there's no movement. We're playing it safe. You know, when we're playing it safe, there's no movement and they got a free at the back, it's problems. Tini, for another game in a row, has sent somebody shot. Uso got snatched there. Someone got a cheeky little nutmeg from the flying Scotsman down this left-hand side. My guy, was it Socrates? I don't know. I didn't even catch who it was. But again, if he done it to Socrates, that's the love I have for Tini. Savage. Don't give a crap about him and his former teammate ties. Tini to take this throw in to restart, people. And again, can we shoot? We haven't asked any questions of Saar. Touching the 20-minute, 5 minutes from the 20-minute mark. We ain't had a shot, really. Tini and Xhaka have to go backwards. It's here with Gabriel. Gabriel's done well and gone forward. He's found Tini. Tini's popped it down the left-hand side. Smith Rowe has been dispossessed. It's two good tackles from Mvia and Bar, but then again, Mvia's just gifted it back to us. You know, we're too narrow, man. Look at Bellerin. Bellerin, bro, the game is narrow as it is, bro. Pull out wide, fam. See how you done that there? Make it. Oh, look at Tierney. There's no coincidence. Tierney is wide. Forget who's a better player. Tierney is wider than you. He's been more involved in the game. Look, it's like Bellerin don't... Again, if Bellerin's being told this by the manager, that's another thing, and that's what I don't know. But come on, you know, we're playing hitful and hopeful passes on this right-hand side. Fortunately, David Luiz just tried to find Pepe. Pepe, just looking like he's going to win it, has scared Holibas into conceding a corner here. We've taken it short, and it's here with Ceballos. Decent delivery this time. Nobody challenging. We can't don't let them out. Don't let them out. You see, somehow Olympiacos have been allowed to get out. Fortunately, there's been no quality, and El Nene's done well to retrieve it. But we shouldn't be allowing them to get out of their own half like that. It's 17 minutes into this clash. It's still 0-0. Obviously, we're still through based on what we've done in the second leg. But again, we need to be a bit more convincing. Bro, yeah, I saw that. And he should have put it in sports mode. You know what? I'd say don't put it in sports mode. The man just turn up an hour before, man. You're right. Like Emma said, the chat is real international. Big up everybody here. Bro, again, I don't know if Arteta's telling him this, but I mean, Cedric stays out wide, fair enough, and as does Chambers. It's a good pass from Ceballos on Pepe. Keeper's in no man's land. Pepe's bugging out there, and it's gone sideways. Pepe, come on, bro. I know you've lost your footing in that, but that's probably our best chance so far of this game, people. Pepe, come on, man. You knew that weren't going in, bro. Bellerin's involved. Bellerin and Ceballos have combined. His first real chance, you know, something Pepe's had to work with, and he's done well. That's where you need to get your head up and find Aubameyang. Why are you going for goal there? The angles aren't with you, and what's not helping you? You're not on your feet. Well, you can on this replay, you can 100 see Aubameyang there. That's a goal and assist. Now it's not that deep, but come on, bro. Ceballos has started fairly brightly, to be fair, and he's put a corner in. Gabriel's got his head to it. There's no elevation, and these sort of things. It's a problem, man. Not really offered nothing. That's our best chance of the game. And saying that, was it really a chance? People are still 0-0. Tino is vexed. Man said the way Bellerin plays football, it disgusts me. He got excited, Nicky. He got excited. Pepe looked like he got excited there. You just need to keep a cool head, find the Aubameyang, you get your assist, we get that goal. Raw. Arsenal, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. We're approaching the 20-minute mark, ever closer, people. And for me, again, that's our best chance. And that's not really a chance for me. We need to ask more questions. You know, all we're trying to do is find Tierney. First time Bellerin stayed out wide. No surprise he's been involved in play. That's helped us. Jack, thanks for asking to be a moderator. And to all of you moderators, I apologize for the delay in making you look that. But yeah, man, make sure you lot patting it up for me, man. Lovely ball to El Arabi, and it's probably going to be 1-0. Leno has saved our bacon. Leno has saved our bacon. El Arabi almost got 3-3 against us. Leno has saved our bacon. You should not be able to be cut open that easily. Gabriel and David Luiz need to wake up. Bellerin, to be fair, was awake there, but Gabriel and David Luiz, one simple long ball's outdone you, you know. Again, that's all they need to get a bit of hope. It's a, you know, there wasn't much El Arabi could do, but Leno has saved our bacon. What a save from Leno, you know. We need wake up, people. Wake up. We've had, you know, they've had a better chance. They have had the better chance, people. And on one hand, you'd expect that other team that's trying to, you know, trying to come at us and overturn the game. But way before I ask any questions of them, we're just, it's not that we've been poor. We just slow out the races today, man. And the quality's just been missing, man. Bro, League One, bro, long ball cut open. Terrible. Big up Leno, but it shouldn't have even got to that, man. Shouldn't have got to that. Xhaka in possession. 20 minutes and 30 seconds in, people. I won't say the game's opened up a bit, but Pepe's half chance, definitely El Arabi's chance, forced a big save of Leno. It's opened up a bit, and it's about being professional. The man who was a hero in Leno, I think that was a poor goal kick from him, a bit of a triangle kick, and it's now out of play. I don't know what he saw there. But once again, we should not be cut open from a long ball there. Midfield, I'd say the centre half, you've got to be awake. And El Arabi, I'm sure he'll be saying, I've got to do better there, man. Might have been, but I didn't think he looked offside there. He looked onside 100% there. David Luiz wins the header, but here it is with El Arabi, who's had the best chance of the game. Oleg, Kamara, back to this Oleg brother. Kamara in possession, you know. Oh, wow, just about to start praising Olympiacos for the football, and they just gifted it out of possession. But, you know, they're probably the happier of the team, you know. We ain't asked them any questions. Not apart from that Leno chance, they ain't done much. But again, considering we've got a 50-odd million pound striker, you know, a young academy prospect that tops the assist charts relative to ours, a loanee from Real Madrid, a 72 million pound man, you know, Tierney, who's open, you know, in terms of this team, creates the most chances 9 times out of 10 statistically. You know, you have to ask, you know, I'm sure they'll be happy that we ain't done F all. Bellerin's gone down. I don't know if this is anything serious for Bellerin. It looks like an impact one. He looked like he got collapsed by Kamara there. You know, it's an impact one. It is what it is. Say as a team, we're being jarring at this moment because we're just, to be fair, you're always going to get this with the midfield, innit? You know, you're always going to get this. You know, this is what happens when you do the mix-up midfield. We saw 2 changes in midfield. Things were going to change. Were going to happen. "22 minutes and 35 seconds. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. In terms of Arsenal players, I think look the brightest right now. I'd say Tierney. In a weird way, Ceballos, just because he's getting on the ball a bit. I think we need to get Pepe into this game. I think you got to give Aubameyang a bit more service. You know, I think as a team, we're not playing bad, but we can do 10 times as better, man. Long ball forward from Saar, people. Gabriel wins it. Never a foul. Play continues. Gabriel finds Aubameyang. Ceballos now. Can we make this count? Ceballos finds Aubameyang. That should be 1-0. Aubameyang, swear down you missed. First chance, I'll give you that. I can't believe it. I thought that was 1-0. Best chance of the game. I know I just said that a few seconds ago, but it's all come from Gabriel. He wins the ball, defeats El Arabi, again, learns his mistake. Aubameyang and Ceballos have been involved. Aubameyang, I thought he done it there. Aubameyang, come on, bro. You're better than that. You didn't even hit the target. I was about to start shouting. I thought he scored. Like Racinius Jr. against Atlanta. He just used the wrong part or the wrong surface of his foot. Just use your instep. No, do you know what? Who am I to tell Aubameyang about finishing, innit? I ain't won no Premier League medal, but it looked as a fan, you hit your instep, classic Aubameyang finish there. I don't know what he's on, man. First real chance, bro. First real chance. I allow, man. Agenda thing. Bro, shocked. Bro, shocked. Shocked. Absolutely shocked at that one. Best chance of the game. Bro, that's it as well. He tried to be too messed. Tried to do the Brazilian thing. No. Put your foot through that, scored that 1-0, that 4-1, that on aggregate. Long ball forward from Olympiacos. As you can see, they're not trying to play football, really. They know long ball, win the first and seconds. We try and move from there. And I'm not criticizing them. What's the point? You know, if you know you can't outplay us tactically, technically, apologies, what's the point? Approaching the 25-minute mark, people, and you know it's still 0-0. There isn't anything to talk about, really and truly. Let me get my bullet points. They tried to find a long pass, and Bellerin's done well aerially there, people. He tried. I wouldn't say he tried to poke. He tried. It looked like he tried to do the outside of the foot thing, the mess thing. Like, this is what I'm saying. I thought that was going bottom right. I just thought that was going in. Would I take 0-0? I wouldn't say I'd take. Oh, yo, off topic, Bellerin. I just praised you for winning a header, and Bellerin's mistimed his header, and he's put an unconvincing clearance out. Fundamentally, it's out of our area, but come on now, Bellerin. Come on now, professional footballer and all, shouldn't see that. Would I take a 0-0? No, man. We go through, but it's dead. You know, we have been presented with some problems here. El Nene's done all right in what he's been asked, and Leno will kick it long. But this is another example of making games twice as hard as it needs to be. And before we talk about how good the other team is, we're just playing poor. You know, they've probably had the better 25 minutes. Not that they've harmed us, but I'm sure their manager probably has less negatives to say than ours. Smith Rowe's got it to Tierney. And even if Tierney advances with this, where's the options? Tierney's got no options. And either way, he's dispossessed. This is dead. Tried to do the mess thing. That's it. It is what it is, though. It's 26 minutes and 10 seconds in. It's still 0-0 between the two sides. Still 3-1 to us on aggregate. Socrates in possession. Bro, Socrates allegedly was the centre-half least capable of ball playing. He looks fairly comfortable today. So, Arsenal, can we press him, please, and show and back up Arteta in that regards? I don't know. Just a thought. I don't know. I wouldn't say the threat at the back is harming us, but you've got to do a lot more to break them down. As you can see, we're chasing shadows. You know, as to a degree, I won't say the changes are an excuse, but there is a bit of fluidity gone out of the game. Olympiacos have presented possession back to us, and it's here with Kieran Tierney, who's giving it to his centre-half teammate in Gabriel. You need to do a lot more. Pepe in possession. Ref. I can't lie, it was never a foul. Plays continued, and Olympiacos are back in possession. Hey, Tino, you're moving big, you know. You watch your man's shorts, you watch your man's hair. Allow him, fam. Holibas in possession. 27 minutes and 15 seconds, people. Still 0-0. Holibas has gone forward, and again, it's a poor pass. Olympiacos have had more possession than us within this period. They've had 51% possession, people. Kamara in possession, people. And again, there's not really a press. Kamara again in possession. There's no press. We're not aggressive enough if we're going to do something, man. El Arabi finds Oleg on this left-hand side. The offside flag doesn't come. Bellerin, put your hand down and deal with the threat. Olympiacos on this left-hand side. Gabriel gets something on it. No foul, Martin. Oh, El Nene's been dispossessed, and El Arabi's tried to do the FIFA Street thing, and it's not worked. But it's still in a dangerous position for Olympiacos. Kamara, is he going to try and live a movie? No, he tries to find his teammate on the right-hand side. Tierney wins the header, though, and that will buy Arsenal some vital moments. I appreciate that, man. Xhaka in possession, people. 28 minutes and 43 seconds in. Again, it's quite sloppy. Bellerin, not serious, man. Bellerin, why are you moaning? It's your dead touch. It's your dead touch. Why are you moaning? What are you moaning at? Get back, man. Tired of seeing stuff like this, man. I can't lie to you. Why are you moaning? Who are you moaning at? What are you moaning for? Pattern up, man. Olympiacos in possession, 29 minutes and 3 seconds played. It's 0-0, people. It's 0-0. I'm sure if you're an Arsenal fan, you're more frustrated than an Olympiacos fan purely because we ain't been bad, but we've been sluggish. We've not really offered nothing in midfield. We've not asked any. We've not shot. It's dead. And again, we're still sloppy, people. It's 29 minutes and 34 seconds in. We're gifting it away. Like Olympiacos, we're just lucky with all due respect. They're not of a quality team. If this was a Premier League team right now, we'd probably be losing 2-0 just because of how these attacks are breaking down. Olympiacos with a long ball forward, and it's here on the edge of our area. And Villa's found Oleg. Oleg lines up the cross, puts a cross in. David Luiz wins it. Can we win the second ball? Pepe loses out to Envia. Does well, though, and it's here with Holebas. Keep the lights going up. What's Jack done? Why are you lot all talking about Jack? Jack, what you doing? You abusing your power as a moderator. With great power comes great responsibility, my guy, man. What did Tino do? Free Tino, because he ain't done nothing. Holebas in possession, people. Kamara, back to Holebas. Again, 30 minutes and 25 seconds in. It's still 0-0. It's frustrating because we're through. There's no need to get excited, but this is dead, man. It's mad dead. You know, again, Olympiacos, I'm sure their manager's telling them to actually try and have shots in that, but we ain't done anything. You know, we haven't dominated the game. We've been sloppy in possession. You know, we've been quite sluggish. Sluggish would be the word for me. Like, we've been sluggish. Olympiacos now, they've had it on the edge of our area more than them. And Villa to Oleg. Oleg against Bellerin, gets his crossing. Gabriel gets something on it and clears it. Socrates finds Holebas. And Villa in possession. Again, I don't mind holding your shape. Look, they're just going for long balls. David Luiz will win that all the time. Bellerin does something, right? And it's here with Aubameyang. Can we just calm down? And, you know, we don't need to force things. We're through. Just get the ball and play football. Frustrate them. Hold on to it. Play some football. Jacques Renel, and then they play a 1-2. Find David Luiz. I don't mind that. Play some football. Force them to change this three at the back. Just calm down. You know, because we're just, as soon as we're getting the ball, we're just gifting it away, man. Yeah, he did. He did. Olympiacos still in possession. And again, I think saying that Aubameyang's done quite well, but who's backing it? You know, when they're playing out from the back, we're not doing what we did against Spurs where we're pressing them. We're just lucky they're lacking quality. Saying that, though, their number 7's in possession, and we have got numbers back, but they've had more counter-attacks than us. Oleg, it's come to this Oleg brother on the left-hand side. He finds Envia. We've had 4 attempts. They've had 1. How many have hit the target? Ball into the box. Gabriel gets a noggin on it. Danny Ceballos, apologies, gets on it. And then they will sweep it up. But then again, we're dead. This is dead. Look, we're just trying to find long passes out to Aubameyang. He's playing free at the back. He's not Superman. Like, it's a myth. I don't know why that's up there. I don't even know what you're saying, my bro. But if you're saying it, someone tell me if my man's saying anything rude. If he said anything rude, suck yourself. If he said anything, if it was good, apologies, my guy, man. But, you know, whoever speaks Greek, let me know if he's capping, he's saying anything mad. You're not even an Arsenal fan, so it's calm. But if you was an Arsenal fan, you'd be gone for that, saying you want to watch Spurs. Kamara in possession, 33 minutes in, low-key affair. You know, those of you that were saying it's stinking of 0-0, it's stinking of a flat midfield, I think you was right. Big up all the Indian fans there as well, man. This is boring, people, man. This is dead from us. Like I said, hopefully we can get a goal and then we can take people off and whatnot. It feels like we can force Olympiacos into mistakes, man, just from pressing them a bit better. Saying that Mandy Kamara is in possession, people. See what I'm talking about? And look, if we press together, Holebas loses the ball there, you know. Let's press the... Where's the press gone? Smith Rowe taken out.
I didn't get that.
Shut up, Siri, man. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to my people there. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Like, what's going on? Smith Rowe clattered people. We have a free kick, people. It's quite frustrating. It's quite useless, really and truly, how we've been playing. Really, we ain't done that. I'm just begging us a set piece. I just want us to exploit a set piece because, you know, if you're not watching this game, there's nothing really to speak about. Twice a week, Monday/Tuesday and Friday. That's for all the Deluded podcast fans who want some info, people. We've got another set piece, probably too far out to really do anything, but it could be a good delivery. Someone might get their noggin on it. But once again, the delivery has to be spot on. Pepe and Ceballos stand over it. Pepe runs over it. Ceballos plays it short to Tierney. Tierney finds Bellerin. This is probably where it dies out. Well, Bellerin's done all right. Oh, wow, Bellerin, Dani Alves thing. Oh, Bellerin still got it. Bellerin movie. All right, throw in. Bellerin, you know what? You did better. It was dead, but you did a lot better than I thought. I thought you should have had a foul. It was dead. You know, the touch was dead, but you done all right, man. Bellerin with this throw in, people. 10 minutes before half time, 35 minutes, 32 seconds into the game, people. Nothing of note that Arsenal have done. We ain't tested the keeper. We ain't hit the post. We ain't put no passes or play together. Look, we can't even keep possession from a throw-in. I don't know what Pepe and Bellerin are doing there. But again, Olympiacos can clear. And we've dealt with it now. El Nene's touch has put him under pressure. His strength has saved him. And it's here with Pepe. In fact, it's gone with Pepe. Sums up his Arsenal career. And Olympiacos are back with possession now. They haven't harmed us. They're not doing anything. But again, I want my team to be on the front foot a bit more. We're not pressing together. Look, we're allowing... Look, we again see a little bit of a press and we've won it. Ceballos, Aubameyang, Ceballos, come on. Smith Rowe, get on side, bro. Find Smith Rowe, finally. Smith Rowe, come on. This sums up our day. 5-yard passes. We're all struggling. Come on. Arsenal in possession. Come on, boys. You're a better team than this. I don't care if we're through. This is way too complacent. Tierney in possession. Finds Granit Xhaka. Come on. I keep saying the same old names. You're playing free at the back. You've got to do a bit extra. Bellerin in possession. Ceballos back to Bellerin. To El Nene. Back to Bellerin. Bellerin keeps it. Does quite well there. I didn't say we're struggling. We're just playing very poor. I wouldn't even say it's 5 out of 10, bro. It's in fact, yeah, you're right. It's a 5 out of 10 because we're not losing. We're existing. But it ain't my 5 out of 10. Gabriel's tried to find Aubameyang. Too much on that. Aubameyang will pursue it, but it is what it is. Facts. Paul is saying Tottenham look lost at the moment. Bet you're glad to hear. No, I'll be happy to hear when, you know, Dynamo Zagreb are back too, really, because they complicate things. I think the game needs a bit of energy, man. I think it needs a bit, you know, we're suffering from a lack of a coordinated press. Obviously, we knew there was going to be changes, but there's nothing. There's nothing in terms of midfield. You know, they've come to the Emirates and been the dominant team in terms of possession. You see, any little time you press them, you win the ball back. Pepe this time, they're dead. Come on, El Nene in possession. El Nene, you might as well bang it because we're on banter today. You might as well just bang it. Oh, El Nene, I don't know what he's doing, but he gives it to El Arabi, and El Arabi can break for them. He's done quite well to find Villa, and Villa's found Kamara. Kamara needs to find his right back, assuming that is the right back, and Olympiacos can break down this side, people. In possession on our right-hand side. Olympiacos still in possession on our right-hand side. Plays eventually. We're just lucky they lack quality, people. We're just lucky they lack quality. It seems a bit like they don't know what they're doing, but they've had the possession. Obviously, it doesn't correlate to goals, but it's very disappointing from an Arsenal perspective. And it really, the main thing is because we're at home. You know, they're probably saying at halftime, yo, we need to shoot. They're not saying, boy, we're lucky to get a goal. Nobody's arguing in that. Passing has been terrible, broski. Terrible. Absolutely appalling, man. I think Ceballos has been all right. 38 minutes and 42 seconds. I think Ceballos has been okay. I think Gabriel's probably been one of our shining lights in terms of just being about in the game. We all need to do a bit better, man. Nobody's playing exceptionally well. It's dead right now. Needs a bit of energy, man. We knew there was going to be a lack of fluidity to a degree with the subs, but with the changes in the squad, apologies. But come on, man. It's another game where you're not testing the keeper as well. 5 minutes until half time, people. Let's calm it down a bit because, you know, let's remember we're still going through and stuff. Isolated to this game, we do need to pattern up. You know, is saying as soon as I saw that midfield, I knew it was going to be a long night. Facts, man. Like the midfield not on nothing. Like Jacques has tried to play them difficult passes. It's just always going to be imbalanced, isn't it? It's not the same of Partey, Xhaka, yeah, and Odegaard. It's a bit mad right now. It's just a bit madness. I think that's harsh, D. I think Ceballos has been our better player, one of the better players today. But yeah, man, I think he's shown bits, drips and drabs, but I haven't been impressed. I wouldn't say impressed with Ceballos. Maybe even not that he's a bit underwhelmed, really. Like his football IQ, I feel, isn't the standard I thought it would have been. Just generally, and maybe that's by watching him game in, game out, people. Olympiacos, good ball to find El Arabi. Can he hold it up and find someone? Fortunately for us, he's got no options in terms of a blue shirt. Mvia delivers it into the box. Tierney gets a head onto it. Looks like it's going out for a corner. Smith Rowe makes sure it's for a throw. What? He won it. In fact, it's a corner, people. What's still of this? It's not a corner. Ain't for any of them. They're pressing alone. Saka's in. Saka, I don't know. He's got the hamstring knock. Again, I'd rather him be left out because he's not thingy in that. I can't lie to you. And we think we use Saka for West Ham. Olympiacos have a corner, people. 4 minutes until half time, assuming there's no added on time. And they could really flip the tie on its head. Ball in from Olympiacos. Again, Gabriel gets his noggin on it. And Pepe tries to break. Pepe's unlucky not to win that header there. Hey, if we nick that, what? A free kick's been given against Pepe. What's that for, ref? Guys are pretending they got hit in the back of the head, man. Oh, come on, ref, man. There's no intent from Pepe there. Come on. He's pulling Pepe. He collapsed himself. Dark arts from him, but come on, ref. He's done the pulling thing. And how can you pull someone and hurt yourself and get the free kick? What's all of this? It's a joke thing, man. Do you know what I feel we might as well do? Bring on Martinelli, put Smith Rowe in the middle. I'd say take off Xhaka just because, you know, he's played a lot of football. Take off El Nene, really, but I'd say Xhaka to save his legs. And keep it like that. Arsenal could break, though. Aubameyang's turned to have better decision-making. Good ball out to Pepe. Pepe. Fucking hell, Pepe, man. The pass is dead. Pepe, you don't help me to help you when fans are drawing you out. And that should have been a goal. It was dead. Bellerin in possession. Somehow gets it to Pepe. Pepe finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang, it was a good intention from him, but the invention was dead. And again, it's dead. And Olympiacos could break people. 3 minutes until half-time. 42 minutes and 20 seconds is still 0-0. They're out due to minor knocks and injuries and things like that. It is what it is, though, man. It's nothing to do with them, man, being missing. The team is good enough on that field to ask more. Like, it's dead right now. Ceballos with the press. Again, but we don't press together, so it's dead. Like, the rare times we have pressed Olympiacos, they've made mistakes. If only the players could put 2 and 2 together, man. I wouldn't even say it should be 3-0 because we ain't done nothing to warrant 3 goals, man. We ain't done nothing. It's crying for one little moment of quality. I didn't think he'd be playing as a 10. I thought it would be a flat midfield 3, but he would be the kind of player trying to connect the midfield to the attack. That's what I thought he'd be doing. David Luiz, long ball forward. Is that going to find anyone? Of course not, because no one's in the effing striking role. So Bios is running. Aubameyang's just fiending for pulling out to the left-hand side. So it's a madness, man. I think that's a bit harsh on Pepe. The touch was dead, but I mean, that's a bit harsh. Tyler is saying, didn't expect Ceballos in a 10 would work. Isn't good enough to count on as a form of attack. Works on occasions, but isn't consistent enough. We've been so bad. Clement is saying, pick it up, Arsenal. Martinelli only pressing. Olympiacos is back 4. The other 10 need to join Martinelli in the press if Martinelli was on. Holibas, again, I don't think that's a free kick in Arsenal's favour. You know, you're right, Milan. 1 minute of quality could change this game. And for an Arsenal's perspective, I think we need it because, again, forget the fact that we're through. If we need to start judging it on what it is, and this isn't good enough from us. It's not that we're playing poor. We're not playing good as either. Man are just existing. You know, who's had a shot? Whose shirt is dirty? Defenders, whose shirt? He ain't done nothing. It's dead, man. Poor, terrible pass, attempted pass from Xhaka. It's cool in that regards, but come on, boys. You know, you lot come on, man. Fix it up. You lot old enough. You've been around the block, all of you lot now, for a variety of reasons to stop this. You know, look, you lot should have the common sense. Oh my God. MV has completely evaded Xhaka. You know, this is not how you press a team. You can see this is not the same Olympiacos team of last year. They don't have the same swagger in their step. Stiff, bro, stiff. The way we're playing right now is stiff. There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time before the end of the half, man. Love my dude. I just wish the game was as good as you're saying it is, my dude. Gabriel's found Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe is giving it back to his goalkeeper. His goalkeeper has found El Nene. I think that was a bit of a dangerous pass. Fortunately, El Nene has read the danger quite well. David Luiz in possession. Pardon me. Tired. He's tried to find Aubameyang and he's tired. Absolutely tired. Oh, fucking hell, ref. Are we playing football? What? Everything is a foul, man. Fucking hell, man. His touch was dead. Yeah, that's a foul, ref. I apologize. Milan is saying change the midfield. Don is saying, I don't know where we pick these types of performance out, but it's a bit too consistent and it reflects on the league. I think you mean inconsistent, but fair play. Matt is saying 2 poor teams trying to throw it away more. M is saying nearly at 350 likes. Hit the like button. Please make sure you're spamming that like button, people. El Arabi in possession. Added on time. El Arabi's had the ball for too long. And the minute he's pressed Ceballos now. Who is with Ceballos? It's just Aubameyang. This is terrible, boys. This is terrible. Ceballos has done very well. How's he not been given a free kick? I don't know. Eventually he has. Come on, boys. What's that about? Only Aubameyang's there. And they're playing a back three. Come on, it's a game of numbers. Ceballos, Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe wraps his foot around it. Not enough venom in that. I agree, man. As long as we're through, I'm blessed. It's not that deep, but just in terms of consistency, I haven't seen it, man. I haven't seen it. MV are in possession, people. We shouldn't have allowed them out there. We're into the added on 2 minutes. The 2 minutes has been played. And Olympiacos, probably this will be the last counter attack. Ball into the box. Tini gets his nod on it. And that should be the end of the half. And that is the end of the half, people. Right now at half-time, Arsenal 0, Olympiacos 0. We still go through 3-1 on aggregate. Please get your comments in, people. Please get your comments in as I talk about my half-time thoughts. Allow me 2 seconds to actually, you know, just think about them. I'm so happy for Europa League games that don't do tactical reviews and stuff. Because you remember me having to watch that second half again, people? Jesus Christ. With respect on the Lord's name, but come on, man. Like Sia said, make sure you hit that sub button. If you haven't, make sure you hit the like button. The game is dead. You lot have made it good. Please make sure you bring them comments in, people. River is saying it's a bit of a sore watch. Brother, trust me. Ellis saying my brother's an Arsenal fan and he's going through it right now too. I'm not going really through it. It isn't that deep. We're going through, but it's just disappointing because I'm not looking at the fact that we've got 3-1 or this is Europa League. I want to see that consistent energy, that consistent desire, that consistent fire. And I'll get into it in a second. I want you lot to give your thoughts, but I haven't seen it. So I don't think it's a game for getting vexed. It is what it is. Stylish is saying sloppy as hell, but a scummy 0-0 will do. Fair play. Brian is saying, big up DG, some boring game out there. Facts. Sloppy at time, DS Boss is saying. Jay is saying, well, Jay, give me a second. Your comment's actually gone. Yeah, halftime clean sheet management. Game management is agreed. Man said, I need to sleep after that display. It's a stinky game. Milana said, it feels like we want them to come on at us and then counter-attack us. Come on at us. Pause. But yeah, I get the point. Do you know what it is? It probably is that I just think because of the changes, we're lacking fluidity. Because the moment we've kind of pressed them and stopped them playing out from the back, they've given us possession again. But other than that, we're lacking in quality, as you don't know, man. Boring half. S is saying, this is what I'm on, my guy. This is what I'm on to a degree. You know, I think Sebas has been okay, to be fair with you. Xhaka has been all right, but I'd probably take Xhaka off because he's probably going to play against West Ham and he's been playing hella football and, you know, we should have done enough to get over this. I'd want to take off El Nene, but I'd say Xhaka off to save his legs, put Ceballos in that role, you know, move Smith Rowe inside, as you're saying, and I would say Martinelli on the left as well, my guy. Stink face. Do you know what it is? At the same time, I do think there's too many changes, bro, but there's still enough to be better, man. Emma saying there's no rhythm in our performance. It's painful fact. Aris Running is saying Aubameyang needs to put that chance away, man. That's outright embarrassing. Long live Mo saying Aubameyang stinking up the place. His all-round game is horrid. To be fair, bro, I think he should have scored, but I think he's been involved in more moves than the attack than the midfield. Our midfield is non-existent, man. Bro, Bellerin, Ceballos, Bellerin, El Nene, Ceballos, shocking. I don't feel anyone's been shocking, but fair play. I don't know, my guy. I don't know. For right now, I'm focused on the Europa League. I don't know if sacking Raul was a good thing or a bad thing right now. I can't lie to you. I'm not sure they're all DMs. I don't think we've got a single DM. I wouldn't even think El Nene is a single DM in sense, but I get you. El Nene and Xhaka don't work together. I think they do. It's just mad meaty. Flat today would be the best word to put it. It's just, yeah, bro. Boring, flat, all them sort of words there, man. Shouldn't be recovering from that. You know, that should have been put to bed on Monday morning. One day, bro. Bring on Lacazette and Gabriel. That would bring some energy into the team. Wholeheartedly agree with that. You got to take them every game it comes, man. Can't get too excited with this, man. I mean, it's not what I think of the owner. It's what we already know, innit? I think where Arsenal is right now tells you where I think of the owner. This is it. Just manage the tie, man. Just manage the tie. We'll have to see what happens, man. We'll have to see what happens. Please make sure you're hitting the like button and you're all there for the reaction. 362 likes. You lot are doing bits. If you haven't hit that like button, please make sure you're on that case, people. Please make sure you're on that case. What's going on here? I actually think my watchalong is set for the wrong time still. Oh, boring ass game, people. So many loose passes. Has Bellerin even passed to Pepe yet? And this is what I'm hoping for, Peter. Peter's had a great point. He said, to be fair, they're going to have a goal sooner or later. That's where I'm hoping we can actually score from. Pascal said, good game plan. No need for Arteta to be too aggressive. Boring, yes, but effective. I say it's nothing to do with Arteta. It's all the players today. There's enough players to go out there and do a job. You know, I understand that, but we ain't, bro. How many shots has there been? Let me draw from my phone because my phone should be charged, man. You ain't worked this keeper. And like we saw in the last game, what? El Nene scored a good goal. Odegaard scored a good goal. Take nothing away from the strikes, but you saw this keeper suspect, right? Or am I lying, Pascal? Have a shot, bro. You don't shoot, you don't score. Regardless of that, and I wholeheartedly agree with you, bro. That's why I think people need to calm it down. It's boring as hell. I'm falling asleep here. You know, I'm finna get some more alcohol because, you know, it make it exciting. But yeah, bro, I agree with you. I don't think it's a game where man need to sit there and bash and whatnot, bash players and whatnot. Pause. That almost sounded Kalas. Vivek is saying it's boring. Slightly, they're having a goal, but I wouldn't say they're committing men forward as such yet. They still feel a bit timid in that it's like 60%. The long ball thing is working for them. It cut us open. Big up Leno for the save. It's the one moment so far I've seen Gabriel switch off. The whole back line switched off. You know, how can you, as a back line, shout out to Bellerin. You know, I say that Bellerin's the only one who kind of read that. David Luiz is putting his hands up. Half-time stats, people. Meaty, like you could see, low-key affair so far, people. Let me make sure I like that buzzword. As you lot can see, people, well, you can't see, I'll just read it out to you. Olympiacos have had 2 shots, 1 on target. Arsenal have had 5 shots, 3 on target. How many have worked the keeper? We've had 40% possession to their 60. They've made more passes than us, 110, forgive me if I'm wrong. 355 passes from Olympiacos to our 224. They've made more fouls. And I don't mind that because like you lot are saying, they have to come at us. They have to want to get back in the game. I expected a bit of that, but looking at us, regardless of the context of the game, we should be doing a lot better. And even regardless of that, it should be 1-0 minimum. Aubameyang and Pepe's decision-making has been terrible in the couple chances they've had. Yo, act, man, come on, dog. Pattern up. I promise you after this game, you can hit up them red tube things, but relax, man. Thoughts become... don't let your thoughts become physical things, man. It's crazy. I don't want you to get sectioned, bro. But Arteta hates Laka. I wouldn't go that far. Hey, we don't need that, man. We're gonna give 2 goals, then only the tie will come to life. Now, let's not say that. I'm good, Billy. I'll watch boxing and the rest of it, but actual sports I follow, bro. If it's not football, then my attention ain't there, man. Talking to Turf TV has said, as poor as Arsenal are, you're not inferior to any teams left in the competition. You're better than Rangers, Roma, equal to Man United / we're not equal to Tottenham. I like that, man. You was talking sense till I saw that. Think a North London final on the cards. Hopefully not, man. Bro, it's calm, man. It's calm. I put the pause there, but if you're thinking of that, I don't want you to be like other YouTubers who, apparently got caught doing a Mazzolini on them thing there. So I don't want, if you're doing that, please open up another tab. Switch me off as well, because it's quite mad if you're doing that and listening to my voice in your ears. You're on a funny man thing, but it's calm. For you, it's not calm for man. Ringer has said, very bland first half. Have a defensive midfield out there. Don't expect much action. With that said, it's on them to score, not us. If we get a goal, we're laughing. Facts, and more facts. Billy has said, Arteta is doing what Guardiola done with Foden, where he'll slowly bring him into the squad. Also, he's been working on his finishing, which means he could play as a 9 when Laka goes. Maybe, but I can't lie. Listen, all them other parts are gone, man. That's all irrelevant. It's all entertainment. Trust me, he's on the Saliba thing, bro. I don't know, bro. I can't really vouch for certain man, like calm it down and that. Time and a place and a time and all them things there. Let's be honest, Lacazette's missed some chances as well. Even the penalty he scored, but that was a terrible attempt at that initial volley. On a serious note, Kel was saying some dry 45 minutes, but we ain't losing, so that's a plus. Fair play. You're saying I give you jokes. 1-1, I appreciate that. I don't know how, but I appreciate that. My thoughts on this first half so far. 1 second. Let me make it look a tiny bit prettier for you guys. And let me zoom in a bit because obviously, you get the other half thoughts for the watch along. I mean, in the reaction. But yeah, let me manage up this team. Before I do that, not trying to get that at all, bro. Bro, man, Abuki RJ, fam. Vivek has said, who's your favorite Arsenal player, DG? I assume from the Arsenal team. Bukayo Saka and Martinelli and Tierney. My favorites are the good players, but I'd say Saka, Haaland playing well. Everything seems to be going right. It is what it is in that regards, man. Miles is saying, we're making Olympiacos look like a prime Barcelona. I have to ask, did you see Barcelona play? I wouldn't go that far, Let's not take it too far. Let's not take it too far with what we're saying. But I see why you'd say that. But let's not go too far, because then we have to start looking at it like it's a bit dodgy, man. But yeah, people, my thoughts, ending thoughts, that's irrelevant, so ignore that. But my thoughts are Olympiacos, that being the Ollie. It's a low-key affair first and foremost. They're just trying long balls. Like they're just, it worked for El Arabi's chance, but that's all they're doing. They're lacking quality in that regard. Ultimately, the game is flat. It's quite sluggish. There was changes in the midfield, but regardless of the changes, I know you're gonna lose rhythm and stuff like that. But there's enough out there to control that midfield, and we haven't controlled the midfield. E.g., there's going to be no chances created, so therefore you're not going to ask the keeper anything. So, like I said, we've not dominated. We're not shooting. It's careless passing. It's another 45 minutes where I feel we haven't tested the keeper, and that's a theme for our last couple of games. Obviously, the game plan might be different, but I feel the rare times we've pressed Olympiacos, we have seen some change from it. And that's, again, tying back to where our passing has been careless. You've seen with Aubameyang and Pepe, as low-key as it's been, we could have been 2-0 up, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, not facts. I feel the pressure's gone. I think Olympiacos, as I said, they're making mistakes, man, and we need to do what we did against Spurs. Pardon me. The few times we've pressed, mistakes have happened. Ultimately, the energy ain't there. Ultimately, it's quite a boring affair, people. And, they've had more possession and all those sort of things. So it is where it is in that regards. 385 for likes. Big up Mr. Adlib for tuning in. But like him and Emma saying, let's keep that one there moving. Can we get to 400 likes before the second half has commenced? Definitely before the end of the game. Please, people, make sure you're hitting that one there up and you're checking out the pin message. Emma's also said, I know we need to get the job done, which we are doing, but there should be more on show. And that's me, innit? Like, when you consider all the variables at hand, we're doing what we need to do. And there's still no reason to moan or cry or carry on. But at the same time, there should be more on show, Like I'm saying, the big thing for me was to kill their encouragement, Have not killed their encouragement. That's another point I want to make in my reaction. The impossible is there in it. They need to get 2 goals and all of those sort of things there, but we haven't killed their encouragement. I guarantee they're probably going into half time thinking, yo, we need to shoot more. We need to this. We need to that. We haven't put this out of place, really. We're doing our job. There's no need to cry. It is what it is. All I care about is no one injured. Hopefully Smith Rowe and Teeny, as it approaches the hour mark, we can take these sort of players off. I'd say even Xhaka as well, and then move towards West Ham. So it is what it is in that regards. I don't think the players look tired, to be fair, Nano. I just think we're just not doing our job. I don't think it's a tired thing. Yeah, they're sick still, man. Billy, Unknown, Jimmy, all them sort of Homerton ones. Yeah, man. Laka, I don't know about Lava, bro, but Laka is better than Aubameyang at that press. 100% agree. River Wild, big up all the members, them. I want to see some good football second half. Going through is the objective, but I'd like to see a bit more of character to our play and some goals. It's like what you lot are saying, man. Facts, 100% agree. Boys are coming out for the second half, people. Tino has said you eat rice with a spoon or a fork. Come on, my bro, man. You've got to use a fork, bro. Come on. Anyone that eats rice with a spoon that's over the age of 10, I'm therefore looking at you sideways. Like, walk on for that one. Like, sounding like you put crayons in your nose and that. Like, I can't lie. Sounding a bit booky still. You lot are keeping me awake or I'd be falling asleep. When I didn't used to do watch-alongs. So there was games that genuinely, when I just used to do the post-match review, there was genuinely sometimes Arsenal games I'd be like, you lot keep me awake and whatnot, man. Well, I guess Paul's a thingy of a spoon, man. Come on, man. You can't be, bro. If any of you are above the age of 18 and you're eating rice with a spoon, you lot are dodgy. I can't trust you lot. I can't trust you lot. I can't. You lot are dodgy, man. Young Mizzy, come on, bro. No, it doesn't fall off a fork. What are you talking about, fam? How does rice fall off a fork? Bro, how do you lot even use a spoon? But you lot are weird, bro. You lot are not invited to the cookout. When I have a subscriber barbecue, you lot are not coming, bro. You lot are dodgy, bro. You lot are dodgy. You lot are grown men, man. I use a fork, but why do we? Because we're fucking adults. Like, that's why. We use a knife and fork. Scrape that, pull it on the fork and use it. Man, I say it's falling out. You lot are dodgy, man. You lot, man, I saying spoon all day. You lot, I don't know what you lot and I don't know what you lot and do you lot's mums cut your food into pieces as well? You lot's girlfriends and that. I bet you lot. Oh, mate, you lot are weird, bro. Anyways, the second half has kicked off. Anyways, we're 40 seconds into the second half. I prefer to use my hands, but allow that, man. Where I'm in the Western society, it's not really a thing. You lot, I'm just not simple like you lot. You lot coming like El Nene, fam. You lot are bad, mad basic. What's all of that? Chopsticks, myth, man. Myth. Favorite food? Ooh, difficult. Anything Caribbean, really. Anything Jamaican, really. You know what? You know what? I'd say curry chicken and rice. You know, that's what I've been catting for the most. But I'd actually say cornmeal porridge. Anyway, there's you lot. You lot, shut up with the fork and spoon debate. In fact, don't shut up because you lot that are spoon man, reveal yourself in it. Any of my moderators that are using a spoon, you lot are defo dodgy. You lot are defo dodgy. A fork doesn't make any sense. So you eat chicken with a knife and fork. Well, I can use my hands, but yeah, like a civilized human being, yeah. I can eat anything with a knife and fork. I don't like to eat chicken with a knife and fork, but something like you know, sometimes in working events, you kind of have to, innit? There's been times, sadly, I've had to use fried chicken in that regards with a knife and fork. And in my head, I want to use my hands, but I need to act like I'm like I'm someone, innit? Olympiacos have had another chance, and again, it's very sloppy from us in this second half, man. Like it's again, I did look like David Luiz was fouled there, but it looked like play continued. Paul, come on, bro, a spoon, man. You're better than you support. You know what? You support Spurs, so I'm not surprised by that. Innit? Your decision making is terrible. I had to. You made it is an easy target, man. It's all love. 47 minutes and 30 seconds into this clash is still 0-0, and you know it's a dead game where our most you know, the most exciting thing right now is who uses a knife and who uses a spoon. Yeah, why wouldn't you be a civilian, man? Come on. Spoon is not a multitasking thing. You just like things harder than yourselves. I don't want to see you idiots using a spoon, scraping up the plate, making bear noise with that. Grow up. Olympiacos have started stronger. They're on the counter attack. That should be 1-0. Their decision making has saved us. Again, it should be 1-0 to them. It should be 1-0 to Olympiacos. Olympiacos have come out of the blocks firing in the second half, people. You know, first 2 minutes, two good chances, you know. This is terrible from us, man. This is terrible, man. I can't lie. Listen, I know anything. Oh, great chance for Olympiacos. I don't know what you're on, Vivek, but I know my thing. I can eat my thing with my hands, with my knife and fork. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what food you're eating, but I know what my thing is in it. And shout out to you, man. This is gent. Trust me, them man there. You can't take bad people here with civilized events. Well, man, if you're not eating with a rice with a fork, you're beaky, fam. You're beaky. Burger King, McDonald's is dead, fam. Anyways, 49 minutes into this game, people. So Bios in possession. We're making this harder than it needs to be. Ultimately, you know, I don't want to flatter Olympiacos. They've done their full, really, but they've had more positives than us. Their fans probably be more positive. Xhaka and the Smith Rowe are just making it harder than it needs to be, and it sums us up, people. We're very sluggish, and it's a good ball to El Arabi. I spoke too soon. There's too much on it. Now, shout out to you. That's what I'm saying. I can't talk on your thing, Vivek, but I know anything that I eat, I can eat with a knife and fork in it. Your thing different, in it. Whatever you're doing, nothing to do with culture and the rest of it, man. But yeah. Yeah, trust me, like Beanie said, some coaches eat rice with their hands, some with a spoon, some with a fork, whatever is available and gets the food in your mouth. That's it, really. As long as you're feeding your belly, it doesn't matter. But I can't lie. I'd rather eat rice with my hands than a spoon. I don't think there's any logic with eating with a spoon. Like I said, if you're older than the age of, I'm not even going to say 10, I'd say 8. You lot are dodgy, man. I bet you lot proper have to put bibs on when you eat food as well. Like, you lot are special. Can you lot use pen? You people who use spoons for rice. Can you lot use a pen? Or you have to use pencil in case you make mistakes? Anyways, people, Gabriel's cut that out. They're all dead, man. Oh, Talking Turf said, I'm disabled and can only use my left hand and I use a fork for everything but puddings and soup. Bro, Trust me, said that's debate done. Shout out to you as well, man. But they said it all. Sabas has nutmeg someone and lost his footing, and MV has done well. And Olympiacos can be on the counter. It's been a bit of a madness here, people. Al Arabi's on the counter attack. If he can fashion a shot, it's 1-0 Olympiacos. Hits the step overs, bangs it, 1-0 Olympiacos. What did I say here? 3-3 for Olympiacos. Gunman celebration. It's all dead right now because, you know, it's dead. But we deserve that. They've started strongly. Bro, 6 minutes. You know, 1-0, 6 minutes into this half. Another counter attack. Terrible from us, people, you know. They've caught us in possession. It's dead from Ceballos. Ceballos is big up MV for winning that ball. Ceballos loses the ball. I can't lie, it's terrible from the whole team at that. There's only 2 men there. Where's the right back? You know, it's dead. It's dead. Where's Bellerin? And so, and you know, where's Bellerin? And David Luiz is showing him inside. And again, we're still through. But we deserve that. You deserve that. You ain't been in the game. Isolated to this game, it's not good enough. We don't need to lose our heads and start crying and stuff. But this is what I mean about game management and focus. Game management. Focus. This has told me so far, you lot are not mature enough, you know. Not mature enough. Too much complacency. It is what it is. And this is what I didn't want to happen, bro. Man shouldn't be seeing Partey and Odegaard coming onto this field. Like, bro, these man shouldn't be playing today. Smith Rowe and Smith Rowe, Xhaka and Tierney, them man there, we should be taking them off in 8 minutes. 52 minutes and 42 seconds. Olympiacos 1, Arsenal 0, 3-2 on aggregate. They need to find 2 goals from somewhere. You know, they've got plenty of time to find the next one. You lot need to wake up because we are the kings of making ish harder than it needs to be. And I blame all of you spoon guys out there, car. You lot, that's what we saw today. How we're seeing in game management. These are the spoon eaters. You know, I know Saka uses a fork. I know Tierney uses a fork. Ruining it, fam. Ruining it, fam. It's a good goal from their perspective, if you can say that. It's meaty from us. They've counter-attacked us, and, you know, we're at 6s and 7s. Meaty, man. Meaty, bruv. Shocking, fam. Proper meaty. Proper meaty. Proper meaty, bro. What are we doing? I'll make some subs, but it's dead at the same time. Like, we're using, it's another game. We're having to use key players unnecessarily. 53 minutes and 38 seconds, people. El Nene to David Luiz. David Luiz turns on it and finds Granit Xhaka. Xhaka finds the flying Scotsman. Heavy touch from Tierney, but it saves him. Gabriel. This is terrible, man. And it's another counter-attack from Olympiacos. El Arabi in possession, finds Olek on this left-hand side. MVR, who's tackle made. Kamara's calm, you know. Holebas goes forward. You know, I'm sure it's a bit of a rivalry for him. He's a former Watford man, you know. It's a London Coley derby there. Both our training grounds are next to each other. Granit Xhaka finds Dani Ceballos. Dani Ceballos, whose name sadly is attributed to another mistake of sorts, finds Pepe. Pepe finds Ceballos. Can we get a shot away? Ceballos, Granit Xhaka. Xhaka loses possession and hasn't quite got the mobility to get back. And, you know, not that Kamara is going particularly quick. If he was a car, he'd probably still be in second gear, and he gets past Xhaka. And Olympiacos gift possession away. You see what I'm saying? You have to try really hard to lose to this Olympiacos team, you know, and it seems like we're doing a good job of that. Bellerin in possession, people. Whether that inspires you or not is another thing, but Bellerin in possession, people. 55 minutes and 10 seconds in. The game is very flat. It's very slow. Granit Xhaka, time and space in possession. Finds Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, come on, bro. Do something for me. Haaland magic. Shouldn't have passed that, you know. Aubameyang's peeling out to this left-hand side. Puts a ball into the box. And I think we got to bring on Lacazette. Aubameyang's got no interest of staying in the middle. That's why I always say I actually think he likes to play on the left-hand side more than he does through the middle. I definitely feel that. El Arabi's got 3 and 3. 3 and 4 matches now. Partey and Odegaard are entering the fray. Our La Liga imports, El Nene off, who I thought should come off just from a sporting decision. You ain't taking your chance. Too much chatting before the game, not focusing. And he looks vexed. He ain't, when El Nene's not even jogging off, he's vexed. But you ain't done much to get 90 minutes. It is what it is. You're a cool guy, but the levels just aren't there. Shout out El Nene though. Thomas Partey's entered the fray. Someone I didn't want to feature today. Danny Ceballos has come off. Again, not taking chances for Odegaard. And again, hopefully that sees us go back to basics of sorts. Hopefully there's a bit more creativity in that regards. I mean, like to see that. Arteta's clearly said, you've got 10 minutes. Show me something or there's subs, innit? There ain't been nothing shown. I don't care who we get. I don't care who we get in the next round, bro. All these teams are hard. Like, there's no one I want and no one I don't want. Bro, with Aubameyang, you got two choices, in my opinion. His game is all pace. So if you're going to go with a quick front three, including him, you're going to get service. You're going to get over the top. Kind of how Leicester use Vardy to a slight degree, then there's a point using him. There's no point doing that, playing him through the middle if you're not going to do that, because like Cassini likes to peel out. Odegaard delivers a corner in. Good bit of quality. But yeah, again, no one challenging. Partey. First touch. Finds Pepe. Pepe gives it back to Partey. Partey gives it to Leno. Leno in possession. Again, Leno to Xhaka. Sometimes that has scared us, people. Xhaka finds Odegaard. Odegaard, cheeky little nutmeg. I thought he was going to lose the ball there. My guy, I'm ready to shamelessly start proclaiming Odegaard's this, that, and the other. A sea of blue shirts awaits Pepe. Pepe dive, bro. Pepe dive, man. Go down. Ref, that's actually a pen. I'm not even wassing it. That's actually a pen. But that's where Pepe's got to look for some contact there, man. You got to be a bit smart. There's like 5 men on you when you're trying to do the skillers. It's not making sense. Anyways, people, 57 minutes and 50 seconds now into this clash. Olympiacos 1, Arsenal 0. I think on the basis of how they started that second half, they deserve it. And like I said, at halftime, they probably sat there and thought, yo, Arsenal overrated. We need to test the keeper. And I'm seeing that. And they're putting respect on their name. They are going out currently, but they've done all they can. Poor from them, though, and Odegaard can advance. Odegaard in 2 minutes has done more than the 2 midfielders that have left the fray. Finds Granit Xhaka. That's someone you probably should take off. Oh, God, Tierney, brother. Tierney, poor touch. That was terrible. Tierney, well gone. Poor pass from Xhaka, but come on, man. You could have kept that in. Bro, rest moving beaky, fam. Too wishful, fam. In general. Bro, I'll take anyone in the next round, man. I don't care if it's Rangers, if it's Villarreal, Spurs, bro. They're all hard teams. Arsenal got all to do in it. Like the more you play them better teams, if someone could say that, the easier it should get. Good bit of dark arts from El Arabi, but he got bagged for it. I hope they inject some pace as well, man. It's just listen, I'm not frustrated because we're through and stuff. I'm just thinking of the 90 minutes. I'm not happy with this. Because this, again, it further ties into, I don't know what Arsenal I'm getting and things. And for me, we're approaching the 60th minute mark. It's 15 minutes and 17 seconds. I still see Xhaka on that field. I still see Tierney. And I still see Smith Rowe. So, again, people at this team need to understand doing your job helps the collective. And we got to look at how every game ties into this catalogue now. There's more minutes in the legs unnecessarily. Tierney puts a decent ball in. It's gone past everyone. Oh, has that licked Odegaard in the back of his head? It looked like Pepe did everything right. There was a good ball from Tierney. Pepe's running onto it. He actually managed to strike the ball this time. I need to see the replay because it looks like it's gone straight into Odegaard. Tierney ball into the box. What happened there? Yes, licked Odegaard in his head. It's a bad day when out of all people, if Odegaard's not there, that's a goal. That's 1-1. It is what it is, though. Hey, man, it might be a dead channel. But it is what it is, man. I'm having fun with my guys, man. And you listen, I could have 3 people watching this. I'm pretty sure it'd still be your auntie, your sister, and your mother. So, you know, it is what it is, man. While you're calling the thing dead, you know what your mom's did, but she probably on that cab sold or that OnlyFans, but moving bad. I'm pretty sure she's nice, but I ain't gonna give her no free dirty there. Tell her get a job. Anyways, people, 61 minutes into the game, Olympiacos 1, Arsenal 0, 3-2 to Arsenal on aggregate still. Spurs are losing like us, but you're still through. Again, I don't know the scoreline, so it is what it is in that regards. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Smith Rowe, apologies, man. At this point in time, who cares whose head it is? Bellerin to take this throw on people. And again, we're still going through in that, but again, I want to ask the keeper more questions. It's just, again, the 90 minutes. I'm not happy with the performance in the 90 minutes. And it's still not telling me you've learned your lessons in the last against Olympiacos. And again, it's another game where the 2 against Benfica, the 2 now against Olympiacos. I don't think we've learned our mistakes. Substitution for Olympiacos. They're bringing on somebody. They're bringing on 2 players. It is what it is. Bro, I don't know what she's done. Bro, listen, I'm a cool guy. It's just, I don't know why Duns want to draw me out. It's not my fault, bro. It's really not my fault. Probably got like 2 subs and that. So your mom's freeing it all up and no one's even looking. I don't know what's worse. The fact that it's on the net and nobody, the fact that it's on the net and that's your mom, or the fact that no one's preeing. Either way, it's an L for you, my brother. And I'm pretty sure you wish your mother, was on the fellatio thing. But let's keep it PG. 1-0 to Olympiacos, people. 3-2 on aggregate to Arsenal. Leno is vexed. I don't know how he can be vexed, Leno. That's a dead kick from you, brother. So throw into Olympiacos, though. And again, they're in possession. Good ball into the box from Olympiacos. David Luiz has got his head on it. Odegaard's done well. Xhaka's missed out. Xhaka, be strong for me, bro. Loses out to Kamara. Partey patterns it. How, ref? You can never say foul. Wow, ref. How's that a foul? Let me see the replay. Come on, man. That's not no foul. That ain't no foul. That is not no foul. Bro, going for someone's mum is to rattle them quickly, but the bub thing rattles people like quickly. The point is to make you right. You know what? I need to stop because people's mothers ain't doing anything. But I'll go on for the parenting though. Yeah, but you're raising youths who are coming on the internet talking nonsense. Rather than do constructive things, here to chat nonsense. It's that sort of decision making. Ironically, that sort of decision making leads to my man being a human being here today, innit? Like. All because his dad didn't want to. His dad was feeling a bareback thing. Who knows? It could have been an anniversary. But there's a free kick to Olympiacos on the edge of our area. It's in a dangerous position. Leno's organising his wall. Hopefully, it's something serious. Tell him, get a job, bro. Well, get a job, man. Right. Bellerin is doing what we're seeing in current day of lying down at set pieces. Hopefully, this isn't a great set piece from Olympiacos. They've taken it, though. Terrible set piece. It's gone straight into the wall. And they have another chance to deliver it into the box. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Leno will start the game again. 64 minutes and 12 seconds in. It's still 1-0 to Olympiacos. Frustrating would be the best way to describe it. David Luiz stood tall and took that ball straight in his face. That's what I like to see. But we need to do a bit more. Oh, it's a bareback anniversary, bro. I mean it with my chest, bro. I don't know what we're doing, but it is what it is. We're moving, man. We're moving. It's still 1-0 to them. We're getting ripped. It is what it is. It's just a frustrating one because it's not that they've been good. We've just been switched. It's another game where it's cheap mistakes. It's another regardless of what we say, we're still through. It's cheap mistakes. It's not a game where I'm gonna cry and I'm angry. It is what it is, but that's still a theme of our game, innit? Pepe takes a tumble there, people. Arsenal in possession, but again, I would have thought we would have seen a bit more zip. I would have thought have a bit of fun, man. You're through. Play a couple nice passes and that. And saying that, Pepe and Odegaard have done well. Odegaard, since coming off the bench, has at least injected something into the game. Xhaka, Tierney. I think Tierney's been slightly worse in this second half. I'm not going to cap. Tierney and Xhaka. It results in a corner. Who cares? We're seeing a bit more now. Odegaard has injected it into this game, man. Let him push him. You know, I don't mind that from soccer artists. He's a warrior, but at the end of the day, we don't need to get into it. Let him push it. We don't need to fight. Let him do that. It's dead. We're through. Like, let them get angry. You get frustrated. You stop thinking logically. You start making mistakes, both in life and football. We have a corner kick. Hopefully, we can save some face, and David Luiz or Gabriel can get their head on this. Hopefully, it's a bit of quality on the delivery. Odegaard takes it. Good free set piece. No one really threatening. And Bellerin gets something on it. I thought that was another corner to us, but fair play. You know, no one's attacking it. Good delivery, really. Bellerin's done. To be fair, he done well to get something on it, Bellerin. It's a bit of a triangle head, but it is what it is. I do think Tierney's looking a bit tired, and it's reflected in the touches he's taking. They're a bit baggy. There's stuff you wouldn't attribute with Tierney, in my opinion. Please make sure you're hitting the like button and checking out the pinned message, people. 406 likes. Madness. Shout out to everyone. The goal was 200, and now we've doubled that. Can we get to 500 before the end of the game? Probably not, but let's give it a try. Smith Rowe. Poor pass from Smith Rowe. Poor run from Aubameyang. It was dead. And El Arabi's tried to counter-attack, but Gabriel's done well to slow it down. However, it will be a throw-in on this right-hand side for Olympiacos. It's taken quickly and it's kept in possession, people, with Envia. Former Arsenal player Envia's giving it to Oliver. Obviously, he's not a former Arsenal player. If you know, you know. Brumers came on and Partey has dispossessed him, and Pepe's won it now. Pepe, you're going to have to run by yourself. It looks like no one's on it. Finds Partey. Partey gives it to Xhaka. Not much for Xhaka. Gives it back to his midfield partner. Partey. Ref, come on, bro. Ref, Partey fouled there. How's that not yellow? Partey and Odegaard have made a difference, but I can't lie. I don't want to be saying this in what is... I won't say it's a dead rubber, but it is a dead rubber and that we should be through. It is what it is, but Partey... Definitely come the 60th minute. In the ideal world, I did not want to see Partey, even Granit Xhaka, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Tierney, Smith, half of these guys shouldn't be on the field, We're getting unnecessary. They're professional footballers in it, but some of these guys, the saving grace is there's no Saka, but we shouldn't be in this situation. That's my only frustration, because if you do what you need to do in this game, then man, they're getting subbed. The Nelsons and that get chances, and man get days off. Not too many players are getting opportunities to rest. I don't think it's that deep for Odegaard. He's had to wait to really get real minutes in an Arsenal shirt, but you get the point. Smith Rowe, he's good to go, and he got substantial minutes against Spurs, but we've heard he's had 1-2 knocks. We're at that point in the season, we can't really afford injuries, let alone to key players. Smith Rowe in possession, finds Tierney. I thought that was the wrong pass here, but Tierney's done well. Poor pass from Tierney. Pepe's lost his foot in Bellerin. Less said on Bellerin there, the better. And Olympiacos in possession. Again, the best thing is there's a sea of red shirts and they can't advance. However, they still have the 1-0 victory, man. Man are saying bring on Lacazette, get Aubameyang off. I really want to see Martinelli do his thing. I hope Arteta uses him more so he doesn't leave. It is what it is, man. It's frustrating, as I'm sure you all feel, man. Ref never felt. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Ref, how you buying that, man? Come on, ref. Out of all the things you haven't give fouls for, what's wrong with this referee as well? What's El Arabi doing? I don't know why you're trying to make noise, man. What's going on? What's the ref? What's the frustration there? Shut up, man. Shit team. Pussy off. Well, Bellerin is the brothers using this spoon, man. Toby, great point. You said these men move like they got to balance out the good performances with some trash games. Can never really understand it. El Rabi still believes, and that's what I want to see. As a neutral, you still want to believe until minute 90 comes, the impossible can be done. Fam, you get one more goal. There's 20 odd minutes at this moment in time left. Looking at it right now, 70 minutes and 10 seconds. David Luiz has inadvertently almost slipped over the ball, but gets rid of it. And it just feels like we've been a bit too complacent, in my opinion. We've gone into this game, obviously, knowing that we're going through and knowing that we probably have done enough. And I think when you do things like that, it transpires into games. That's why you see baggy touches, cheap mistakes, not really doing what you need to do. Great point made in Brooklyn. Fact. Partey ramping. Partey, big man. Partey. I can't deal with if this leads a goal. I don't want to mention it on YouTube, please. Partey bugging in possession. Bellerin somehow kicked it into our man. Bro, are we trying our best to play like my old Sunday League team? What are we doing, people? Between Partey, Xhaka, Bellerin for slipping. What's going on, boys? Partey, I've just been praising you. Wake up, man. You see what happens when you get complacent? You start doing dumb stuff. Bruma in possession for them people. Kamara, all on the edge of our area. And Vio, he's had a good game. Finds his teammate. Poor, bro. When you start getting complacent, you see how you start making cheap mistakes, man. What is all of this, people, man? What is this? How'd you manage to be worse in the second half? Olympiacos still in possession. For those of you watching, the time is 71 minutes and 39 seconds into this clash. Once again, Olympiacos 1, Arsenal 0, 3-2 to us on aggregate. Pepe does well defensively there. Ref, where's the foul? Thank you, ref. And is that not a yellow? Bloody hell. Overdoing it, but games like this, it is what it is. Bro, Maitland-Niles doesn't even want to be a right back and he's got problems. I'd rather Maitland-Niles. Chambers played one little game against Burnley. Cedric isn't perfect and is quite limited, really, if we're honest. But they all highlight Bellerin. I'm not going to lie, I don't think Bellerin's been the worst on the football field. I'm not going to sit here and say that, but limited guy. Smith Rowe and Xhaka, they look tired, man, and the passing is reflected in that. And again, needlessly giving it away to Olympiacos. And again, Olympiacos, not that it matters because we're going through, assuming things stay like this, but Olympiacos are going to sit there and say, yo, we made mistakes in the first leg. Arsenal overrated, which I don't care about. But again, I'm still searching for that performance in in the latter stages of this competition where it's 100% convincing for 90 minutes. I wish I could make subs, but I ain't got nothing, man. Here with Olympiacos, their goalkeeper. Aubameyang finally presses, first time in that, and he's gone long. David Luiz, not for the first time, gets his head on it, and Thomas Partey just ramping now. He's gifted possession back. It looked like Envia was fouled off the ball there. Maybe the ref will come back and stop the game, provided something happens. But Olympiacos are in possession. Saying that, they've gifted it away cheaply. Now can we break? We're not breaking. Why is it everybody's right? You could throw a rope on all of our players. Bro. Look. Gabriel's telling Smith Rowe, I know you want the ball, but move higher up the field, bro. I'm not Tierney. Bellerin, come and provide some width. It's just Pepe there, bro. Come on. Xhaka in possession. To David Luiz. David Luiz, I'm disappointed now as well. Not that you're playing bad, but you was telling everyone walk on. Now you kind of stopped. Partey to Xhaka. They're looking a bit. Xhaka's looking lethargic. Smith Rowe looks lethargic. And again, it's Europa League. I think you can make more subs. I think we need to make more subs, man. It is what it is. We can lose this. Not that I want to. You can lose this game. Let's save legs now, innit? Man are looking tired with what they're doing. Partey. I think there's an equalizer here for us. I'm not going to cap. I think there's an equalizer here. Odegaard. How it comes, I don't know. Good attempt by Odegaard, but Smith Rowe, he's tired, man. To be fair, it before it was David Luiz's fault. It got, Sabas lost the ball. He's showing him inside. 100% agree, but I just feel it's another one of those Arsenal things where it's a bunch of players involved in a mazza, man. Bit delayed with the subs, but it is what it is. Smith Rowe. Partey keeps it alive. Partey gets it to Tierney. Tierney finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang on his left-hand side, man. This is why it's dead. There's no one staying central. Partey finds Odegaard. Odegaard does well to keep possession. Didn't think that was the right pass to play, but it is what it is. 75 minutes and 18 seconds in, people. Gabriel in possession. One of the few players who I can't ask anything more of today. Apart from that tricky little ball in the first half over the top, Gabriel's been calm. But the whole team, we could all have done better. Like I said, there's no need to cry, but isolated to this game, it's another game where the same themes are there. Granit Xhaka on this right-hand side in possession, plays it to Pepe. Good touch from Pepe. Pepe first time to Odegaard. Odegaard gets it to Pepe. Not the best to pass. It falls to Odegaard. Can you? Oh, no, Odegaard, man. It sells over. I thought that's another one. I thought you had to have scored that, you know. Aubameyang's had a chance to score. Pepe's decision making. Odegaard, you done everything right. Good one too. Just gets over it. Ah, how, bro? How, Odegaard? How? You just gotta place that, bro. You're good enough to know. You just gotta place that, man. Like he said, just pick a corner. Come on, man. Olympiacos attacking down our right-hand side. That was a terrible pass by the Olympiacos man to his teammate. That was terrible. And now Arsenal can advance. Smith Rowe is knackered. Look. Why? Bro, Smith Rowe, what are you doing? Why did you come inside? You put Partey on the prep, bro. What was that? Partey's looking for the foul. He's lucky to get that, bro. What is that? Oh, Smith Rowe's knackered because that screams tiredness to me. That was dead, man. And like you said, Ak, man, complacency, fam. Lucky to get the foul there. Smith Rowe, I don't know what he's doing there. He's tired, man. And this is why I'm looking at Arteta to arrest this because, you know, we've got West Ham on Sunday and West Ham didn't play twice this week. Our key players are now 77 minutes and 23 seconds on. They're still there, man. Bro, Bear man fluffing it. Odegaard, Pepe, Aubameyang, decision making has been terrible. You've had 3 chances. As terrible as we've been, there was a chance to scumbag this game. You know, Aubameyang's just concerned with being a left winger, and I have to look at Arteta now. You know, you've got if Aubameyang wants to be a left winger, you know, allegedly Martinelli's doing all this training as a striker. Go make him that. Poor pass from El Arabi, but look at the desire from the left back of Olympiacos. He's made it look good. And Olympiacos have had their foothold on this game the whole second half. Saying that though, they've been the architects of giving it away cheaply. And now Partey's there. It could be 4-on-4, 4-on-5. Odegaard in possession. Can you pick out a pass? Finds Pepe. Pepe, come on. Fuck's sake, blood. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Help me to help you. Terrible. I'm not even going to speak about it. If you didn't see it, you don't want to see it. So if you're just listening to me and you're at work or whatever, I'm sorry, but there's no way of me being able to describe that. That was terrible. Meaty. It was like Raheem Sterling a few years ago when he had no power in his foot. 4 good chances in this game. Another cheap foul given away. I think he's bought that. I can't lie. Based on how Partey's been shooting, I understand why he didn't get slid in, but it's a mazza, man. Fuck, you know, I can't believe that, man. What? I think there's a ball change. I think there's been is it a ball change? So hard without the commentary. I thought they took the free kick and they were then saying change the ball. But in fact, the free kick is being retaken. 79 minutes and 20 seconds into this, people. Ball in from Olympiacos is temporarily dealt with. It's still alive. Socrates can't get to it. Odegaard clips it long. And I must admit, man, like, where's the subs, bro? Pepe, foul him, bro. Foul him. Just dead the game. Shout out to you, Marco. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to Donny's mum, but your son's chatting shit, man. Odegaard started, and hey, Aubameyang, score this. Agenda's done. Aubameyang has to score. Aubameyang has to score. Mom's life, you missed that, Aubameyang. How, fam? How? How don't you hit the top? Aubameyang, fam. Bro, he's clear on goal, people. He's giving the keeper the eyes. Oh my word! How not to finish? Aubameyang, come on, that's normally you. And you know, the minimum chances we've had. To be fair, Smith Rowe's off now. 10 minutes left. He's played 20 minutes too long. No disrespect, Smith Rowe, but you knock it out there, man. Martinelli gets 10 minutes. You know, Martinelli. Do you know what? Martinelli's coming to save this. Martinelli's scoring. If Martinelli doesn't score, I'm closing my YouTube channel today. Now I'm capping. But you know, I believe in him. Bellerin off. Bellerin ain't been the worst on the field, but he's dim it, bro. You know it's peak when you're just throwing on Chambers. Man, I'm just doing things for the sake of doing things, man. I would have threw out a little Reece Nelson at right back or something, man. Just try something in it. But I don't know, man. I can't believe the level of finishing I've seen today, though, people. That's what shocked me, man. It's the level of finishing. I've had to change my live reaction time. I don't know why it's scheduled for there. I don't think Aubameyang it's been anything to do with aging. There's a second yellow in this game. I don't think it's anything to do with aging, bro. He's just been missing chances, fam. Like, it's nothing to do with that. Just put the ball in the back of the net. Olympiacos are down to 10 men. It's a stupid foul from Bar. Martinelli done him. He smacked him in his face. And yeah, man, it is what it is. He's gone in it. Second yellow. Silly foul to concede. Chupping this. But Tino, they've all been shit, man. Bar looks vexed. Can be as vexed as you want. Shouldn't have done that, innit? Stupid way to get a second yellow. Teeny, meaty. And you can't say we haven't had chances. We've had chances to get something out of this game, man. It's like Olympiacos are trying to be Kalam. Like you're seeing there, like they're poor from playing out from the back. It looks like Bar is crying. You know, I sympathize with him. He feels like he must have let the team down. Oi. It's 2-0 in the Dynamo Zagreb game. Spurs 2-2. Surely that's extra time and all them sort of things there. Jesus. And all is forgiven, Arsenal. You found a way not to be involved in that now. Playing 83 minutes into this clash, people. It's not certified right now. It's not good enough. Gabriel gets something on it. Xhaka. Bro, you know what? I think Spurs are going to rub them out, but I'd love to. I feel sorry for Bar, but come on, man. Don't cry. Don't cry, fam. You let yourself down. Like, I don't get this. I hear it, Bar. It's your chance and whatnot. But, bro, you shouldn't have done that, fam. You're out of position. You making silly fouls, fam. Like, really, Martinelli, bro, the odds of Martinelli making something happen as much as I rate him, he can't, there's a lot to do there. So, you know, this is a classic example of when I say, when people get in situations and they might be hard done by, but they cry over situations they've created. I can't show the actual game, but he's crying. Obviously, he's crying because he got a red card. The game means a lot to him. You know, I understand it. His passion and that, you know, it feels like he's let man down. You know, I hear it, but it is what it is. Olympiacos have made a change. There's 6 minutes left, people. It's still 1-0 to Olympiacos. And Olympiacos have a foul against Partey. Trust me, bro. He should have, bro. He's going nowhere. Oh, in facts, you know, I understand why he's crying. Obviously, man, are hard done by. It means a lot. Like, bro, there's nothing wrong with crying in it, but I just find it tripping this because bro, you done silliness. You know, I'm sure when the emotion goes from it, you know, you don't do that from your out of position. You know, if you especially if you're on a yellow card. I actually feel that's harsh to get a second yellow for. Obviously, Martinelli's crashed off in his face, but yeah, he shouldn't be doing it. It's a bit like a Lamena, you know, you've been warned. Don't do it, fam. Right, you got a second yellow for punching the ball. I don't know. But either way, if that's the case, you know, he should have thingy. Controlled his temper, in it. Like, put your ego above the team. 5 minutes left, people. 85 minutes and 8 seconds in. You know, if we get an equalizer, all's forgiven somewhat. But we're fucking hell, ref. Sorry, people. You've given Xhaka a yellow and a foul against him, even though I think Xhaka can see his fouls. Come on, ref, man. We're playing football or what? Come on, man. Even though he's caught, and come on, we playing football or what? Pardon me, bro. Nah, he didn't make a meal of it. He crashed off his face, but I mean, it is what it is. You should be doing that. Should not be doing that on the second yellow. Olympiacos have gifted the ball away, and Xhaka just can't quite get there. Aubameyang presses. Socrates almost loses it, but he gets it back to his goalie still. Trust me. Bro, either way, shouldn't be doing that, fam. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, if I don't know why he's got the second yellow, but you shouldn't be doing that. The rest being an idiot, but you shouldn't do that, innit? Control your emotions. You're still on the football field. You wanted to be an idiot, you're off it. Simple as that. Good ball from David Luiz. Martinelli. Forget everyone. Don't pass. Don't pass. Movie settings. Martinelli, Aubameyang tries to do the superstar thing. Doesn't bang. Follow-up effort, terrible as well. Well, the first effort was decent. And again, another chance. Good pass from David Luiz. Finds the on-rushing Martinelli. I feel Martinelli's first touch didn't help him out there, really, but he still managed to deliver it. Aubameyang did well for the initial effort. I feel it's put behind him. You know, he's done all he could there. Good save from the keeper. There ain't nothing else, man. There's nothing else he could do in that regards, man. Nothing else. Now, I can't lie, you lot are being harsh. That's the first chance. I can't ask any more of Aubameyang. The other chances he was effing about, but that one there, come on, man. He done all he can. It's behind him. Like, Martinelli's touch didn't help him. But again, you bring Martinelli on earlier, you never know what could happen, people. Partey in possession. Tierney. Forward to Aubameyang. I mean, between Aubameyang not making a run and it being dead from Tierney, either way, it just ends up in a goal kick for Olympiacos. And again, Aubameyang's getting frustrated. He's saying to Tierney, I didn't do that. So why are you on that? Socrates goes home to his keeper. Sarr just puts his foot through it. 87 minutes and 30 seconds, people. David Luiz gets a noggin on it. Xhaka also does, but his header puts us under pressure. And Kamara has sent David Luiz. Unfortunately for us, the flying Scotsman Tierney has saved us. I spoke too soon, and now Pepe has had to save us. Has Pepe saved us? Don't know. Pepe's managed to make it harder than it is. Eventually, it's now a throw-in. Bro, we should have scumbagged this game regardless, man. Happy to see Martinelli get some run out, some little minutes in the tank. That's the only positive I would say. And that was still through, but frustrating. Based on isolated to this 90, not good enough. 88 minutes and 15 seconds, people. It's still 1-0 to Olympiacos. We can't say we haven't had chances in both halves, more so this half. You know, we've had some very clear-cut chances in this half, not finished our dinner. Tierney gets out of possession. It'll be a throw into Olympiacos, and I can't lie. I think we've lost, people. There's still a couple minutes, but I think we lost still. Down to 10. Bro, we struggle against 10 men, man. We struggle against 10 men. Like, you saw it against Spurs. I'm too lenient. You know, you lot have been telling me I've been too harsh, so I don't know, man. You know, I can never praise some of you, so I can only say what I want. You know, on Aubameyang, bro, what do you want me to say? Aubameyang's been dead. Aubameyang's been anonymous. Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? F I'm blind about Aubameyang, say F out my club, this and that, bro. What's that gonna get me? But heated up. Like, do I think he's been poor today? Yeah. What more do you want me to do with it? You want me to call him and say play better? Poor cross from Olympiacos into the box, and Leno will collect that. Wrong mentality, bro. When you're complacent, it trickles in and it starts getting into your game, people. And I think that's our problem. It's been shown when we win a couple games in the league. It's been shown now. Is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not even with the formation thing and all of that. The only thing I'm on to Arteta about, he took too long with the subs. I think the squad was, you know, we lost a lot of fluidity with the changes, but the squad is good enough to definitely play better than they were. And this is one of the games, you know, players have to manage themselves, man. I'm just seeing bitching, pardon my language. Man are moaning at each other. Rather than sort it out, people are moaning. The benefit is it's now 90 minutes. There's 3 minutes added on. The benefit is while we've lost this, we're still through in it. Martinelli fed through, nothing on it. It could have been Brazilian to Brazilian. Not enough quality on the pass from Gabriel to give Martinelli a chance. But yeah, the player should have sorted it out. Yeah, man, when you play with a handbrake, when you play with an air of complacency, you don't do the basics, and that's when you start having misplaced 5-yard passes, heavy touches, inviting pressure on yourself, not taking chances, getting hit up on the counter. You know, what did I say at the start of this, people? I said we need to act like it's 0-0. Is what it is. Hoping Zagreb can nick that game, of course, people. Olympiacos in possession, people. They can complicate things here. Tierney's done very well. Gets it clear. Into the added on time. 2 minutes left, people. 2 minutes left. They never wanted to win. They just knew that it was enough. They knew it was enough. But Robbie Burton is playing for Zagreb. This is what I'm saying, yo. This is every time we lose 3 games, it's the worst team in the world. Every time we win 3 games, the man them are the best. And this is why you need to increase less emotion in terms of this thing, bro. Don't worry, Elliot, fam. I don't think no one's getting more than a 5, really. Because what's anybody done? No one's done anything, Elliot. Your man might get a 6 at most. No one's done anything above that, and I think even a 6 is punching, man. It's cat, man. It's absolutely appalling, man. But it is what it is. To be fair, bro, I don't even think it's a selection thing. The man them that have been on the field, not taking the chances. Simple as that. We've got one more opportunity, people. Pepe, come on. Pepe, dive, man. Just forget it. Dive, man. Dive, man. Pepe, go down. Sorry, people. You see how desperate I'm getting? Odegaard, set someone shot. Odegaard, dive, man. Dive. Doesn't dive. Ref, that's a corner, though. It's a corner. Leno, you might as well come up, people. Into the last minute, last 30 seconds. This will be our last set piece. Can we do a Leicester? Can we do it? Tierney's got a yellow card for whatever. Can we do a Leicester where Welbeck headed home? Can we, people? This is the last opportunity. The last roll of the dice. Allow your nan, Elliot, man. She's just calling at home, man. She's probably playing word search. Allow your nan, man. Don't dry your nan. What's your nan done? Your nan's watching the game clueless like us, man. You don't need to say that. Allow it, Elliot. Partey in possession, people. Listen, 7 seconds, people left. Partey, what you on, man? That was dead from Partey, but we still got it. Xhaka finds Thomas. Gives it to Xhaka. Dive, man. Ref. Allow me, ref. Allow me. It's not given. We're done. We're done. It's over. Martinelli does it, ref. That's not a foul. Hey, we might catch live. What do you mean, ref? It's over, people. We're into the added on time. You know, we've lost the game. We've gone through, innit? It's where it is, man. So, Olympiacos, just like Socrates, allow it, man. Just one thing, man. We're going through. Socrates bangs it forward to El Arabi. It's dead. And it'll be an Arsenal throw. And to be fair, the game's got to be done. You're out, man. Shout out to Olympiacos, though, because they've done what they've needed to do. They put respect on it. It says 3-2. It looks like a hard contest. We've got revenge, but it's not the revenge I thought. Tierney, just bang it long, man. The game's done. Martinelli's about to get clattered. Socrates, no prisoners. Big tackle from Socrates. Another good performance from my man. And it's done, people. Sadly, we've lost 1-0. Isolated to this game. I'm not happy. We're through. We've done what we've needed to do. I'm not happy with the performance. I'm not happy with the fact that certain players I feel should have been off by minute 60. And sadly, they've had to get more juice in their legs now. Minutes in their legs. You know, we don't want anything to do in it. And the Europa League dream is still alive and whatnot. Not a good performance, really and truly. We did have chances, you know. Big up Socrates. Big performance, you know. Shout out to Socrates. You know, it's nice to see he's being embraced by his old colleagues and that, you know, from him. Socrates is vexed about certain people. I don't know what he's vexed about. He's vexed about the shirt pulling. Either way, I don't care in it. Aubameyang, it is what it is. We've done what we needed to do, people. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We did what we needed to do. It's not good enough, but we move, innit? We move. Love to everybody who's tuned in as well, people. Again, you lot have made this entertaining. I think it says everything that at a point, the most excited thing we was all talking about was, do you eat with a knife or a spoon, a fork or a spoon, people? He didn't deserve that red card, but it is what it is, you know. We live in it. We live, but it's a madness. It was ugly. It was very ugly. It weren't pretty. That weren't a game to watch. It is what it firmly is. What it is in that in regards, man. Woo. It's absolute mazzoline, man. Nah, man. Appreciation's me, man. I don't know. No one's there. Whenever the game's finished, people, it sinks in what's just happened, innit? And it's sunk in. That just weren't good enough from us, man. Like, listen, let's not. I'm not protecting Aubameyang, but let's not act like it's just Aubameyang, innit? The whole team was shit. Let's be real, innit? We don't win, lose, or draw together. By all means, if you're, hold what a goal from them, man, to cut up Spurs, boy. If you're drawing out Aubameyang, cool. But let's remember, everybody was dead in it. I'm not saying that because I care to save Aubameyang, but I just hate when fans do it. It's the same way when we win, we act like it's one or two man. If you're saying that Aubameyang needs to pattern up, but everyone else was dead, it is where it is. I've been airing a lot of you. You lot are saying watching the Spurs match. I am watching it, but surely I have to get into the live stream, people. I have to get into the live stream. To be fair, head over to the next watch along. Indirectly, I'll be watching this game. Like the last half, it's half an hour extra time. I'll be touching on this game as well. So let's all head over to the next watch along, people. And I'm still gonna be online while it's happening. So that's as good as it's gonna get, man. I don't know what that is, but yeah, bro, it sounds it sounds like it's yeah, man. I can't even guess about that one. Yeah, hell yeah, broski. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It needs to be addressed. But I'm saying don't scapegoat. By all means, take man to the cleaners, but take other man to the cleaners. Facts on that. Link is here though, people. I'll be back online shortly, 10 minutes in or so. Let me take a little tinkle and pattern up. Like he said, if you haven't already, hit the like button, people. Different level facts. Come on, AAC, man. Come on, bro. By all means, Aubameyang was dead, but do we win, lose, or draw together, fam? Last time I checked, Ceballos lost the ball. David Luiz checking inside, and I'm not even saying draw out them. They're free players. What player out of all of them players could say they done enough? I'd say Odegaard and Partey were right, but Partey started messing around in the edge of our area, and Odegaard had a chance to come on and score. He's at Real Madrid, so he knows the when you have one chance, you need to take it, people. It's in front of me, Come on, Dynamo Zagreb. It is what it is in that regards. But people, please make sure you hit the like button, people. I'm going live again in 9 minutes. So make sure you're at that one. And I'm out, people. I'm out.